With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap, while DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine, he's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if actually fun, his child can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Thursday, the 8th of December 2022. I do hope you're all doing well. I certainly enjoyed my day off, and it looks like Phil Burnell also enjoyed his day off, as he tweeted about it, saying how it was an absolutely great day off. What did he say here? He had a really great day off today. Can't wait to tell you all about it on the Level 1 podcast and jump head first back into gaming. Great things coming this month, especially the Christmas events. Tell you all about it in the morning. So we're going to get our, ears nagged off about repeated stories about fucking Phil, being happy it's December because it means he gets to play a lot of games, and of course he gets to, enjoy the extremely generous Christmas spirit of his audience, giving and giving and giving until they cannot give him any more. But that's just fucking typical Phil for you. But I'm just going to get straight into the bingo. I'm going to spin this wheel and I'm going to pick our card for today. Because I messed up the last bingo card a wee bit, but we just went with it because I'm a dumbass. Let me try and redeem myself by actually picking the right fucking card this time around. Well, that's an easy one. This should be a very easy one to get. There's one guaranteed thing to get ticked off anyway, him touching his face randomly. The middle square is just the same old snort, and I'm just going to generate bingo cards now. Do you have any generated yet? Him touching his face. Touch his face. We had a number between 1 and 197. The first number in chat I see between the number 1 and 197 will be the card I picked, but that number has to contain the number 8. So, first number in chat I see which contains the number 8, 84 from CE. CE was the first one I saw that contained the number 8. So there we go. A lot of people are annoyed. Black Curtain thinks they were robbed, even though I didn't set the full criteria yet for selecting your numbers. But 84 from CE will be the card we use today. So mind your eyes, guys. It's going to get a wee bit, I'm going to hold the enter button to try and get to it. And I'll say it's a bit, for people that don't fucking like, seeing a lot of things flash in front of their face at fucking once on the screen, this might be a wee bit trippy or a bit fucking horrible. So just letting you know. The 84th bingo card is the 85th result overall, because I will say the first result is the search bar for, where all the things are. The right-hand card. So the right-hand side is our card for today's game. So we've got Phil having YouTuber jealousy, him saying honest, him giving a thumbs up to the camera and pointing at the camera, and him talking about food, as he's just back from his day off. I think that's a guarantee. Him saying okay, that being said, shout out to that being said. By the way, they've got a show tonight at about, I think it's about 3 hours time. I think they're starting in 3 hours time or so, that being said. With a little show, so when this bingo ends, you guys can enjoy that. His voice cracking, him saying support and members. Down the middle row is him saying what the fuck are you talking about? Him clearing his throat, him snorting, him pig explaining something, and him touching his face randomly. Then you got him making that annoying T sound, you know, it's like excited or Twitter. Him saying, by the way, meaningful, wow, and absolutely. And the final row is him saying, on demand. Him doing siege mode, which is where he crosses his arms, he folds his arms when he's talking to you. Him using hateful slurs, him saying, there you go. And finally, him doing a leaning ban. So that is our card for today. I think it's a very strong card. I would love it if we got a full house today, guys. I would fucking love it. You guys have been so incredibly fucking generous for your last, you know, the last week or so, guys. Because it's my fucking birthday, you guys were really, you know, showing, you know, your fucking, you know, you guys are incredibly supportive. And as you know, I feel as nice as it is to fucking receive, you know, money and all that shit, you know what I mean? At the same time, I feel like I'm taking too much. I'd like to give back, you know. I'm like the antithesis. I'm the opposite of Phil. Phil just, you know, takes and takes and takes. He never thinks about giving back. But for me, I've been getting so much from you guys. I want to give back. So hopefully we get a win today, guys, and I can give back to you. But yeah. Phil's awake, he's live, he's online, and all that shit, and the stream's live as well. We've got to wait for Phil to get through, just let it all build up. He is currently on 489 members. He has been getting a few gifted ones here and there, in drips and drabs, as you can see. Yeah, and the thing is as well, the 6th of June is a very interesting, sorry, the 6th of June, the 6th of December, what happened there on my birthday, was a good one, because he had 1 gifted member, but he had 7 gained. So either things were gifted behind the scenes maybe, or otherwise it's possible that just people decided to become members of their own free will and volition. For some fucking reason, I don't know. It's a strange one. Yeah, in case I was curious, Phil is going to lose over 100 members on Christmas Day, essentially. So when he comes back after Christmas, he will have lost 100 members. So he is desperate to hit his goals, his member goals. He is desperate to hit them before Christmas, essentially. So we'll wait and see what happens. Phil will definitely be pushing that, which means he's going to definitely promoting things like, you know, members are definitely going to get hits for sure, because Phil will talk about it, absolutely. Anyway, the card's been saved, so good stuff. I'm going to close that. I'm going to set up the stream properly. Guys, you all know the drill by now. If we have 25 snorts from Phil, that is a free space. If he snorts 50 times, that is another free space. It just kind of goes up like that way. If Phil gets 100 likes on the stream before he starts recording for gameplay and he blows his bubbles, that is also a free space. Also, if this stream gets 100 likes before we end bingo, then I will count that as a free space, but no pressure, guys. Hopefully we'll not need the free spaces, but they're there just in case. So there you go. And yeah, guys, as you know, 25 green squares equals £25 prize for somebody in chat, you know, so it's something we can deal with. But basically, we get a full house, you know, every single bingo square ticked off, one of you guys can win some dosh right before Christmas and all, so a wee early Christmas present for you guys. Can we win this free prize? That's only if we get a full house on the bingo. So let me just pop up in Microsoft Paint. Nothing but the most up-to-date technology, good old Microsoft Paint. We were 3 away from a full house last time, just a wee reminder. We're so close. But yeah, maybe today we can go one better and actually get everything ticked off. I feel quite confident. I'm not going to lie, I do feel quite confident. Apparently, I mean, let me just go back to this screen for a second, guys, and scroll up the way. Because when Phil got online, looks like we already have trolls. I don't know what happened when Phil just got into the stream chat straight away, but he was complaining about trolls immediately, so I'm guessing some trolls turned up and they were just talking shit in Phil's chat. And he was all grumpy about it. And blah blah blah. Apparently yesterday was a great day for Phil, so a lot less bitching yesterday. Phil got to the liquor store, which he's going to pretend that he fucking rarely goes to the liquor store. Phil, you're a fucking regular, they probably know your fucking name. Atomic Hearts on Game Pass, so he's going to check it out. Oh, fucking hurry for that. The Game Awards start at like 4 PM Pacific Standard Time, so they're technically going to be going on during my break. They should be over by the time my second stream starts, so it's like perfect. Yeah, fucking perfect. Phil doesn't give a shit about them anyway. I'm sure we'll talk about it a lot tonight. Oh, thankfully I won't be fucking talking about it during this fucking podcast. We can see Phil in the background. I just noticed there, that thumbnail was kind of a bit too short, so we can see Phil on the edges. That was kind of fucking strange. I think that's always been a thing though, and Phil's just never bothered his arse to try and fix it or correct, however. It is a bit of pre-stream art, which is not covered in whole screen, so you can see Phil in the background, just doing his dumbass fucking... What was he actually doing? Oh, hold on. See, look at the right hand side. So, this one here. You see? The fuck is he? It's a strange, I don't know, I have no idea what the fuck he was doing. But yeah, you can see Phil in some of these fucking pre-stream arts because the whole thing doesn't cover the picture for whatever reason, so yeah, fucking go. But Phil is he's awake, he's online, as I said. He's going to be talking about any, so he's sure he'll be talking about any game news tonight and then on tomorrow's podcast. Live reacting to it is a waste of time, just like the ones I did earlier in the year. Translation, Phil never got a fucking lot of money for doing the live reacts back then, and he is not very good at live reacting in the first place because it means he has to think of things on the fly, on the spot, think of something clever and what to say, and Phil is not that person. Now, Phil has to rehearse, he has to fucking practice, he has to have notes of things so he can cover. He cannot just think on the spot of something clever and witty to say. We all know this. I think Phil is even aware of it as well by now. I'm surprised a bit of pre-stream art's fine. Phil's bald. Why, I don't know why Phil allowed himself to be a big baldy guy. maybe I thought it was like the art was too good to pass up even though he's fucking all bald. I don't know. Nothing wrong with being bald, of course. It's just weird that Phil would allow pre-stream art where he's got no fucking hair, because Phil has always had hair in his own capacity. So it's just, yeah, strange. Anyway, I am going to wait for Phil to get online. I'm going to turn the music up and I'll mute myself, and we're all ready to go essentially, you know. So we're just waiting for Phil to start the show. I do hope you're all doing well and hope it was the start of an enjoyable show for us all tonight. So yeah, speak to you guys a bit.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. It's you guys, and you know how much you're liking the content I'm doing in a given day, how much you can afford to support that content. Can you argue it's a begging model? I mean, I guess.
This dude is a piece of fucking garbage.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills.
Scumbags and mental cases on the internet still support. I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. And I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'm paycheck to paycheck. I'm on level 1.
I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill is when I pay my bills. The only time I get to chill is when I spend the bills. I need this money, I get this money, beg for this money, I want the money. The only time I chill.
Phil is beginning the show. As you can see, we've got his dumbass intro playing. I've got it on mute still because fuck Phil and his silly little fucking intros. So, guys, you all know what as I said, you know what I mean? Tag me in chat in case I miss anything on the card. I do miss things on the card sometimes because I am a stupid bastard. I can't help but it's just the way I was born. So yeah, just tag me in chat in case I miss something. We can pause the stream if we need to. We can rewind it as well. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Remember, 25 out of 25 equals one of you guys are in a prize just in time for Christmas. So yeah, good luck, guys. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Let's get this.
Good morning, everyone. Happy holidays. Phil here, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast where we're busy having fun way down here on Level 1. How y'all doing today? Welcome to a new, exciting streaming week here on DSP Gaming. We've got continuing playthroughs. We've got concluding playthroughs. We've got playthroughs moving from time slots per your request, because people wanted it in different time slots so more could attend. We got new stuff coming up. We got exciting holiday stuff coming up, right? Pretty exciting, the stuff that's coming up soon. And I'm pumped. I'm raring to go for a whole new week. I hope that you guys are too. Welcome, welcome. Today, of course, is Thursday, the 8th of December, 2022. Since today is my day back from a day off yesterday, that means today we will have the very, very highly acclaimed, much in desire, most popular thing that I do every week, Phil's Day Off.
Get fucked. I bet it's daft bastard. He had his day off yesterday and he still forgot to get fucking batteries for a new fucking soundboard. Stupid bastard. Fucking too busy obsessed with buying alcohol as usual.
Yes, Phil's day off. Which would be pretty exciting. Well, yes and no. Here's why. Unlike my usual day off, all right, where usually more than half the day ends up being kind of running errands, going to appointments, basically cramming in as much busy adult boring shit as I need to get done in my one day off a week. This week...
No, I need to stop it here. This busy adult shit. I love how Phil is adamant that none of his audience are children, and yet he's fucking talking to them like that they're all fucking children. He's only a fucking adult talking. Oh, I'm an adult, so I've got to do this boring adult stuff on my day off. I wish I could fucking do whatever the fuck I wanted on my day off, like just maybe play video games all fucking day and stuff my face full of fiddle. Now, Phil, everyone in your audience, according to you, is an actual fucking adult. I'm not sure how much of a fucking functional adult they are. There may be some sort of fucking brain dead window licker or some pish, who knows? You'd have to be a fucking endure and actually enjoy this fucking content Phil makes. But yeah, he is treating his audience like they're fucking children, yet he's adamant that none of them are children at the same time. And then he actually makes his content suitable for children, so fucking make of that what you fucking will. Yeah, Stevie Dead says, do you operate a household? That's what he said to one of his chat members a few days ago. Do you operate a household? Yeah, Phil, there's no fucking way your audience aren't fucking have some fucking children. And yes, you've even got fucking people like Derek who still... Derek is a dangerous person. It's strange to think of him as an adult now, considering his fucking sketchy past. He's got a fucking... He seems like a fucking permanent child to me at times, whatever, just the way he fucking talks.
Yes, some of the day was that, but I got to spend a lot of the day doing nice, fun, festive things with Kat, actually going around shopping for the upcoming holiday events that we're doing here on DSP Gaming. And because of that, that added a lot of fun to my day off that normally I wouldn't have. And I very much enjoyed that. I'm actually quite excited to tell you about all the things that we did yesterday because it was a good day, good weather for it. Yeah. Good stuff all around. Good holiday vibes. Everywhere we went, everything was decorated nicely and everything, you know. Even had a good meal, which we'll talk about. So, that was all good stuff, all right? So, I'm very excited for that. We're also going to talk a little bit of game news because there was a little bit of game news over the course of the past, like 24 to 48 hours for me to chat up about here on the stream. Today is the Game Awards, all right? Now, ever since I started doing React-style content this year, people ask me, will you be reacting to the Game Awards? And I'll be honest with you, earlier this year, I thought the Game Awards would have been the exact kind of thing that you guys would want me to react to. Okay? But what I did is I reacted in 2022 to many different kinds of content. I reacted to documentaries online that had to do not only with other content creators, but myself as well. I reacted to videos about me that had been sitting around for 7 years untouched. I reacted to other YouTubers' channels, such as Rob Gavigan with his horror-style content, right? I reacted to old This Is How You Don't Play, right? Which was really neat to be doing something like that. So, this year, all that React stuff did well, except for one kind of React content that I did. And the one kind of React content that did not do well was actually me reacting to the live press events that happened earlier this year. I reacted to Summer Games Fest, which is by Jeff Keighley, the same guy who runs the Game Awards. I reacted to the Sony and the Microsoft big press conferences that they did right there in the summer to announce all their new and upcoming products and games. And when I did those, not even kidding you, probably some of the least interest of anything that I did this year, including game playthroughs. The attendance was poor. The interactions, the support, all of it was just poor. All right. What I actually found is when I did those live reacts, when I did my recap reaction summaries after the fact, which is basically I watched the events myself, then I would write down notes, and I would come back in a vlog style video talking with you guys about everything piece by piece that went on during those events and then analyzing them with my own takes. That did way better than me just live reacting to those events. So here's what I learned in 2022. Me reacting to stuff works, but it has to be stuff that people basically think that there's added value.
No, that is not what you should have fucking learned that you cannot live react to save your fucking skin. You're not capable of fucking processing things on the fly. Every single other bit of your live react fucking content was not a live reaction, it was a rehearsed fucking bit of note. You took notes, you watched it beforehand, you had all this shit prepared to fucking respond to. Here's this fucking point here, and here's what I've got to say about this thing here and that thing here. No, this is not a live reaction. You cannot call it a live reaction if you've already rehearsed what you're going to fucking say.
All right, you guys don't tune into DSP Gaming to see me act like a cartoon character, to overreact, to act like a jerk, or act like an idiot. You tune in for a couple of reasons. Number one, because I'm an older gamer who's been around the block, and a lot of people like to see my takes on things because they're a lot different than a lot of the modern content creators out there. You tune in because of honesty. I don't have any sponsors or partnerships, so I can be honest with you guys at all times about the games that I play, and you know I'm always going to give you 100% transparency when I'm talking about games, because I got nothing to gain or lose being nice or mean to a certain game, right? So to see me live react to an event like this, what's the point? You want to hear my actual smart, intelligent take on it. You don't want to see me just go, oh, wow, whoa, oh, I didn't expect that. Wow, look at that. Well, I kind of knew about that. You don't care about that shit. In fact, there's already people who are well known for doing that kind of fluff style content out there on the internet. Tons of people tune into them watching it.
Would you?
For the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be talking and saying absolutely nothing.
I played the wrong thing and just let it play out. I meant to play. That was my fault, sorry about that. So yeah, that's our first bingo of the game.
So go for it. If that's the fluff content you want, you could go watch someone else do it. Guarantee you, the vast majority of content creators today think today's a day off. Oh, it's the Game Awards? I don't have to do shit today. I'm not going to do no gameplay. I'm not going to do any. I'm just going to fucking watch the Game Awards. And that's my content for today, and in rolls the money, right? Not me. I'm the opposite. I look at that, I'm like, I didn't really get anything out of doing it earlier this year. People didn't like it, so I'm not going to have that attitude. Today is going to be a fun day of me continuing on with the playthroughs that I like, doing fun content and interactive stuff with you, and that's that. I'm not live reacting to the Game Awards. Now, will I be talking about the Game Awards? Yes, I'm sure, undoubtedly.
Shut up, bitch!
Excuse me. Whew. I'm sure, undoubtedly, you guys will be contacting me over the course of today to talk about the Game Awards. You'll likely be talking about new game announcement releases, or new game release announcements. I said it backwards. You know, game release dates, DLCs upcoming. Like, people have speculation about a lot of things. A lot of people are speculating that the Elden Ring First Story DLC will be announced. We're going to get a bunch of game and sequel announcements today. There's a lot of information. Street Fighter 6. Like, people are saying we're going to get the concrete announcement about Street Fighter 6 tonight, right? So, I'm sure all that will happen during the Game Awards. And I'm sure you guys will be telling me about it, and we'll be chatting about it today. All right? It's not like I'm going to completely ignore the fact that the Game Awards exist. And, of course, once the game winners are announced, I'm sure you guys are going to be coming and saying, do you agree that this game won this and this game won that? And I will give you my takes on it, all right? But, in general, does it make sense for me to be watching the Game Awards live? No. Already the stuff that I watched like that earlier this year that I watched live didn't do well. And in addition to that, the Game Awards are taking place during my break. Yeah, during the time frame when I would usually be, you know, not streaming. When I'm eating dinner and I'm, take a shower, get relaxed a little bit. That's when they are today. I think they were looking at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. And according to Jeff Keighley, the person who runs it, he said they're only going to be about 2 to 2.5 hours. He's streamlined the show because in previous years, people have massively complained his show takes too damn long and it's too much filler content people don't like. And a lot of people have even said they just don't care about the majority of the show. They just want to hear a few game announcements. Why do I have to sit through a 4-hour show to hear, 4 game announcements? It's annoying. So basically he says, all right, I've listened and we're cut down. It's going to be way more compacted of a show. And if that's the case, then that literally means he will do the show during my break. And when I come back tonight for my late stream, it'll be over. So the late stream will be the perfect opportunity for us to talk about the results. All right, so it actually kind of worked out really perfectly, because otherwise I would have probably had to have completely rearranged my schedule to even react to the darn thing to begin with, which wouldn't have even made much sense. Okay, so no, I am not live reacting to the Game Awards. However, we can talk about them tonight on the late stream, which I'll talk about in a moment. It's actually the perfect kind of stream to do that. And tomorrow, I'm sure, during the Level 1 podcast, we'll have a whole segment where we'll be discussing the results, and you guys will be giving your input, and we'll argue back and forth, and you know how it goes. Okay? There you go. If you want to see someone live react to it, I'm not exaggerating. The vast majority of gaming YouTubers and streamers and Twitch streamers will be reacting to it because they don't want to work today. So they're just going to sit there and say, and then just go offline and collect money. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fucking actually do some work today, advance the games we're playing, and have a good time with you guys. Quality content, okay? Sorry that I'm very critical of the React style content, but as you know, I really am critical of it. The only React content I agree with is if you add something interesting or fun to it or intelligent to it. And a lot of the React content out there doesn't do that. It does piss me off that essentially these guys have been doing this for years and years and years. And it's like, and you don't see through that yet. Okay. Anyway. Excuse me. Whenever I sneeze, it screws up all my post-nasal drip. So I'm going to end up having that today. Isn't that delightful? Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's talk about what I am doing today. Let's go through the week's schedule because I think you're going to like this updated schedule. Then we'll do the Phil's Day Off segment. And then we'll get to game news. All right. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Oh. This is what happens when I sneeze. Everything just falls apart. All right. Today, what are we doing? Well, after the Level 1 podcast today, we are returning to God of War Ragnarok. Now, if you tuned in last time, you saw that I had unlocked the spear. I think it's called the Draupnir spear or something like that. And the spear is unique because not only is it a cool weapon, but it also solves pretty much every other puzzle in the game, including the platforming, destruction puzzles. It allows you to get all the stuff that's been optional up to this point in the game. So, today, we've returned to the mines. If you remember, relatively early on in the God of War playthrough, we were in these mines.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrett Wells. A super chat, it says, points to Apocalypse event where they added rambling scat jokes and pedo jokes. Yeah, Phil hasn't got a great track record of this kind of thing. Let's be honest, Phil is not, angry about React, content creators doing well. No, he's annoyed that he cannot do as well as them for putting in minimal amount of effort like some of them do. There's no doubt that some of them are quite lazy bastards, the React guys that fucking do that stuff. There's no doubt about that at all. No one's disagreeing with Phil on that front. There are some React content creators who are just lazy bastards, but he is just bitterly jealous that he is not making bank doing the same things they're doing. He wants to be able to make that sort of money himself, and he can't. To do that, he tries to maybe put more effort into it or something, or maybe actually have better reactions in general. Who knows? He actually maybe have more enthusiasm for things he's talking about. I don't know. But all I know is that Phil was not able to make bank doing actual live reacts, and he is pissy about it, and he's bitterly jealous about it.
The Dwarven mines, to free Tyr, who was a prisoner in there. We did that, and, haven't been back since. Well, here we are, like 20 hours later. We're turning back to the mines because now there's all this optional content to do that we couldn't do before because we didn't have the spear. And so, we're going to do that today. How long will that take? Probably not the whole stream. I would think probably maybe an hour, if not even a little less. The mines weren't an insanely long part of the game. We've already solved the puzzles there. It's just that we need to do the optional stuff now. So, we'll see what happens, all right, while we're there. Once we're done with that, I will advance the story. Reason being, I checked with my wife, and she's like, yeah, you basically beat Chapter 11. The game has 16 story-based chapters and then an epilogue. So the way I see it is, we'll do the mines, then we'll do some story. Then when a story segment's done, we'll go back. Maybe we'll go back to Alfheim. We'll retrace our steps in Alfheim. Do side content there. All right? Then, when we're done with that, we'll go back and do more story. Then we can go back to Vanaheim. Then we can do more story. You see, if we do it as an alternation, It should make it so that it never really gets boring. I think that's the problem with a lot of people who play these games is they try to load all the content into one big lump, and that's not working. If you're going to do all the story together, then obviously it's going to feel like the game's moving too fast. If you do all the side content together, then it's going to feel like the game is too slow moving or it's too boring and grindy. You got to balance it out. It's kind of the same thing I did with my Gotham Knights playthrough. When the vast majority of reviewers were saying, oh, Gotham Knights is way too slow paced and boring and grindy. And I was like, I never even experienced that in the game. I didn't. All I did is I balanced the side content with the story advancement, and it was fine. It was actually a nicely flowing game. And I feel that's what you have to do. If you're a content creator, you kind of have to balance it. So that's what we're going to be doing starting today, going back and forth, okay? So we certainly will have a part of today's stream that will be side content, but then we'll get back and I wonder what the story's going to go, because I don't know. Now that we have the spear, I don't even know what we're doing next. Okay? There you go. All right. Then later tonight, on my late stream, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, which essentially should be around the time the Game Awards are ending, it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 Warframe 2.0. All right? Now, I have played one stream of Warframe so far. Warframe? Warzone. I said Warframe. Let's try this all again. Tonight, at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2.0. I don't know where Warframe kind of into my head because I've never even played that. So, what are we doing in that? Well, I played in one stream so far, and I've started to learn the basics, right? I'm starting to learn how you run around, you grab the loadouts, what guns are a little bit better than others, and I'm trying to take your feedback on what guns are better than others in it. I'm trying to learn the map because the map is very large, and it's going to take a long time to learn what are the better places to land, to have more loot, and better places to hide, and things like that. All right, so...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much. Shoot guys going for Super Chat. It says advice on how to stream by DSP the bankrupt. It's like you know, it's like Phil giving his own advice on, like, you know, financial investments and where to best invest your money. Jesus Christ. And speaking of which, a bit of a roundabout way, so shout out to TJ Gamebox. It is his birthday today. I saw him tweet earlier on. Today is his birthday. So if you're on Twitter and you see TJ Gameboxes, you just show him some love for his birthday. Show him some appreciation, you know what I mean? Because thanks to him, we're able to get a good understanding of how much Phil is spending every week, essentially, every month on WWE Champions, you know what I mean? So thanks to his efforts and calculating all that stuff, you know, we get to witness and, you know, just... you know, witness Phil's absolute descent into absolute financial destitute because he's blown all that money that is essential for other things on WWE Champions. Chris Tank says remind a minute 30, or rewind a minute 30 and see his ears move when he snorted and swallowed. I don't want to... hang on, where are we now?
I'm trying to learn the map because the map is very large.
Okay, so we know right up to that point. A minute 30. That's about here. Okay.
I was like, I never even experienced that in the game.
So I'm going to ignore all snorts for the next like 90 seconds on Chris Tank's suggestion.
I didn't
Was it that one?
experience that in the game. I didn't.
I think it was that one.
All I did is I balanced the side content with the story advancement, and it was fine. It was actually a nicely flowing game. And I feel that's what you have to do. If you're a content creator, you kind of have to balance it. So that's what we're going to be doing starting today, going back and forth, okay? So we certainly will have a part of today's stream that will be side content, but then we'll get back and I wonder what the story's going to go, because I don't know. Now that we have the spear, I don't even know what we're doing next, okay? There you go. All right. Then later tonight, on my late stream, starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, which essentially should be around the time the Game Awards are ending, it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 Warframe 2.0. All right? Now, I have played one stream of Warframe so far.
Yeah, we need to see that one more time. But But I rewound the stream. I know he said Warframe. Yes, I know. Yeah, he said Warframe instead of Warzone. Remember, around like 90 seconds. Because we had to get this bizarre ear wiggling from the snorts.
Modern Warfare 2, Warframe 2.0. All right?
I did it twice. The ears did it twice before and after.
Now, I have played one stream of Warframe so far. Warframe? Warzone. I said Warframe. Let's try this all again. Tonight, at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time, I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0. I don't know where Warframe kind of into my head because I've never even played that. So, what are we doing in that? Well, I played in one stream so far, and I've started to learn the basics, right? I'm starting to learn how you run around, you grab the loadouts, what guns are a little bit better than others, and I'm trying to take your feedback on what guns are better than others in it. I'm trying to learn the map because the map is very large, and it's going to take a long time to learn what are the better places to land, to have more loot, and better places to hide, and things like that. All right, so I'm going to do my best to learn, and I'm going to need your feedback because you guys have requested that You've requested that I would play a lot more of this moving forward. When I was playing the regular multiplayer Modern Warfare 2, you guys were screaming for Warzone, saying, please play Warzone. So I'm doing it, but I definitely need your input because I have not played Warzone. You know, the first one, I pretty much played 1 or 2 sessions. I skipped and never played it again. And now I need to learn more about it, all right? So please, tonight, if you like Warzone, please come support it. As I said, if you guys show up, engage, help me out, and support those streams, I will keep them in the rotation, all right? But only if you do that, all right? I'm not playing Warzone just for myself. Quite frankly, I don't really like it that much. I think that Warzone is more interesting as us interacting than actual gameplay. You saw when I played it the other night, it was piss poor gameplay. Like, the gunplay is shit. I'm aiming at a guy from behind him. I shoot him 5 to 6 times with an LMG. He's getting hit with every bullet. He runs past me, jumps in midair, spins and fires. The game's frame rate goes down to single digits during this, so I can't maintain aim, and he just insta-kills me. I'm like, wow, that's terrible garbage gameplay. That's not worth anyone's time. Really, it's like a waste of time to even get that far just to die like that, okay? But I'm willing to keep trying. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll eventually do better, win a match or whatever, right? Let's see what happens. But I got to keep playing it. So that's tonight. And by the way, since tonight is Warzone, and since Warzone is literally just survive, and there's a lot of downtime, gathering the loot, running around and hiding, etc., that would give ample opportunity to talk about the Game Awards. So if you guys want to talk about what happened during the Game Awards, tonight would be the night stream to do it. It would be a good opportunity to have those discussions and have that fun interaction later tonight. If the Warzone stream continues to do well, I'll keep it in the rotation. If it ends up not doing so well, then we'll get rid of it. But let's see what happens. Right now, I did enjoy doing it earlier in the week, although admittedly, if anything, I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys more than the gameplay because I know the gameplay sucks. I know Warzone is bad. I'm not stupid. Okay? All right. Now, tomorrow, Friday, is a special day, okay? Friday's a special day, and here's why. Friday is the Callisto Protocol conclusion day. And what that means is by hook or by crook, by any means necessary, tomorrow we complete the Callisto Protocol. All right? And there's multiple reasons why we're doing this. Okay? The first reason is because over the weekend, I need to take some extra time away from stream to film patron private Q&A videos. Excuse me, I said private Q&A. Patron private react videos. And having to take away at least 1, if not 2 streams to do that. I need to start finishing up the ongoing playthroughs I'm doing, so that way we don't have lingering games that are just, when are they finishing? When are they finishing? Why is Phil not streaming more to finish this game? There you go. That's number 1. Number 2, we have 2 new games, both releasing on Tuesday. And quite frankly, as long as we're keeping the schedule as is, I can only play one of the 2. So we have to decide out of those 2 games which game I want to play, whether it's going to be High on Life or it's going to be the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. All right. And it makes more sense for me to finish Callisto Protocol tomorrow so I can focus on the new game and God of War and continuing with Pokemon and Warzone than it does adding a 5th game to the rotation. All right. So all that being said, tomorrow we're finishing Callisto Protocol. Now, I've gotten completely conflicting reports. Some people finishing Callisto Protocol. Now, I've gotten completely conflicting reports. Some people have told me the game takes 15 hours to beat. Well, I'm 11 hours in. So if it takes 15 hours to beat, that means tomorrow's main gameplay stream, which is 3 hours, I won't finish it. It means I'm going to need a night stream to finish it, all right? Others have said, oh no, you're like an hour away. In fact, it was funny because yesterday, 2 days ago, on my last streaming day, people were like, oh, you'll beat it today. I was like, no, I'm not going to beat it today. People, here's the thing. There's two things, all right, that happen in people's minds when it comes to video game length. The first is they assume that I am them. I am not. When I am live streaming a game, there's all these factors that come into play that make my playthroughs be incredibly more lengthy than if you're playing for yourself. Number one, I'm narrating for an audience. So when I'm playing, I'm constantly telling you guys what my thought process is as I'm playing. That takes more time than me just rushing in gung-ho and playing the game. Number two, I'm interacting with you guys. I'm reacting to you guys asking me questions. I'm shouting out contributions. This artificially extends the length of any video game playthrough that I do. So even though you might be like, oh, when you were at that point, I was 45 minutes from the end. That's you. You weren't commentating. You weren't answering. You weren't interacting. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot different than you because I am a live streamer and, you know, I have to do a different kind of style of content and gameplay. So please understand that. The other thing is a lot of people have this, how can I say it? When you get to the end of the movie, doesn't it feel like, wow, the movie's just about to end, but sometimes there could be entire lengthy scenes, but you don't really factor them in. You think, oh, this is the end of the movie, right? And I feel like with video games, it's the same way, where people a lot of the times are like, oh, this is the very end of the game. It's going to end any moment. But then there could be giant segments that you've just forgotten about, right? And like, oh, yeah, there's that segment, that segment, that segment. That's like 2 hours long. Oh, yeah, but that's the end of the game. You see, people basically just kind of, their minds, when you get to the end of a movie or a game or a show, they just think end, and they think it's about to end any moment, when in reality it's not, okay? So I think what's happening is people are watching my playthrough, and they're kind of misremembering how the game ends, and they just basically forget, and because of that, they say, oh, you're going to finish, and I never do. People always say I'm going to finish way faster than I do, okay? So that's why tomorrow, Friday, is the Callisto Protocol conclusion day. Now, allow me to explain. Let's say, by some chance, I do actually finish the Callisto Protocol on the first stream. Good. Then what I will do on the late stream, I'll do something random. I will do a late night, Friday Night Fights stream. I have not done old school Street Fighter in over a month. Actually, it's been almost 2 months now. I'll bring it back. And we'll do a one-off Street Fighter stream, and we'll see. Can we get any opponents in Darkstalkers or Street Fighter 2 or Gem Fighter? All right, we'll just see. That collection has gone on sale during the Black Friday week a few weeks ago and basically dropped down to about $20 in price, which is the price point I said they should have been selling it at to begin with. I don't know if this made anyone buy it, but if ever there was going to be more players, it would probably be around now. So I figure maybe I'll give it a shot, and we'll try that tomorrow night. But that's only if I finish Callisto Protocol on the first stream. If I don't finish Callisto Protocol on the first stream, then on the second stream, we will conclude the game. And if there's any extra time, I will formally review the game. So tomorrow may be Callisto Protocol all day long, but we're going to finish it, review it, and give it a send-off, so that way we can move on to other content. Okay? So let's play it by ear. Let's see how tomorrow goes. At the very least, you know that you're getting Callisto Protocol on the first stream. Okay? Good. Now, on the late stream, on Saturday streams, I don't know why I keep speaking today. On Saturday streams, all right, we're going to return to Pokemon Scarlet. That is correct. Per your campaigning for over a week, I've decided that Pokemon Scarlet will now return to being a daytime stream starting on Saturday, all right? So for those of you who've loved the playthrough, you're upset that all last week it was only night streams. This week it is back to being the main gameplay stream on Saturday. So, congratulations, your campaigning had an effect, you won, and now you're getting it back, okay? So I certainly hope that means you're going to join me as Pokemon as a daytime stream on Saturday, okay? Then Saturday night, again, if Warzone continues to do well, if it does well tonight, then Saturday night we'll do another Warzone stream, okay? Now, listen up, everyone. I know people are distracted in the chat. Listen up! Chop, chop! Because I have two important things to tell you about this weekend. So, Saturday and Sunday may be different days, okay? Saturday, the main gameplay stream is God of War Ragnarok, okay? That's the daytime stream. And likely we'll be doing more story, maybe going back to some side content depending on what's going on, okay? Saturday night, I am not streaming. I mean, I can't speak today. I said Saturday again. Oh, boy. I'm very upset. I can't speak today. I'm saying everything wrong. I don't know what's going on. I know what I want to say. All right, let's try this all again. Today is God of War Ragnarok paired with Warzone. Friday, it's all about finishing the Callisto Protocol. I'm going to try to finish it on the first stream. If I don't, I finish it on the late stream. And if I finish it on the first stream, we're going to do Friday Night Fights, Old School Street Fighter on the late stream. Saturday, Pokemon Scarlet returns to the daytime stream per your request, and Saturday night will be more Warzone. Sunday, the daytime stream on Sunday will be more God of War Ragnarok, all right? And it'll either be story or side content or both, depending. Sunday night, I am not streaming. Why? I have to film patron private react videos. And I need time to do it. I think I have 5 to do. Yeah, I can think off the top of my head, I have 5 to do. It says I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do them all Sunday night. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to film them all. But there's no guarantee I'll even get through all of those on Sunday night. All right? Now, on Monday, the main gameplay stream on Monday will be Pokemon Scarlet again. Okay? Monday night is up in the air. If I need an extra night to do more patron react videos, I will do another night. All right? If I happen to squeeze in all the patron react videos for Sunday night, all right, then on Monday night, I will do more Warzone. Fair enough? So it all depends on how things go with the patron videos. We don't know what's going to happen. Then on Tuesday, folks, this is the final streaming day of the week before my day off on Wednesday. I'm going to be playing one of the 2 new games. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's going to be High on Life or if it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. I can only play one, all right? And whichever one I play, I'll continue to play over the course of the next week to try to finish. Whichever one I play will be the daytime stream. And then the night stream will either be God of War or Pokemon, depending on what you guys want. Okay? So there you have it. That's the week. Now, next week is the big week, because next week we got the Street Fighter 6 Wave 2 beta on that weekend. And it's supposed to be 8 characters, and we don't know if it's going to be 8 new characters, 8 returning characters. They've given no information. I almost guarantee you tonight at the Game Awards is where they're probably going to reveal this information. So, you know.
All the information is available on the Street Fighter Capcom website. You just not bother his arse to look.
Well, I'm going to be playing that all weekend, December 16th, 17th, and 18th. That's going to take a big chunk out of our gaming schedule. Then coming up, near the end of the month, December 23rd and 24th, I have 2 holiday specials planned, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment, okay? So there you have it. That's the schedule for the week. I hope that sounds good. I hope that you guys are excited. Hope that you guys are pumped and engaged and ready for the action heading into the end of the year. It's actually one of the more interesting years that I'm having in December. Usually December kind of slows down, but it's actually very exciting this year with all this stuff going on. Okay? Good stuff coming up, my friends. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about Phil's day off. I did a bunch of stuff, and that was Phil's day off. Right, nope. I'm sure you guys probably want to know what I did. So yesterday, like I said, was a combination of me doing kind of the errand stuff that I usually do, but I had a lot of fun as well. The errands weren't so exciting. We ended up eating breakfast at home. We wanted to get that out of the way. We ended up going grocery shopping, which wasn't so bad because we went much earlier in the day than I normally would. Like usually I'd go like maybe mid-afternoon, but we went like way early, like before 1. So there was way less people. Which was good. We were able to get out there, get the stuff, get home, unpack, okay? And then we headed out on our day of holiday shopping fun. So the first place we went to was Costco, because we wanted to stock up on some things that we had actually started running low on. But our goal now is to try to go to Costco maybe once a month and only stock up on the necessities that we've run out of. Previously, we were waiting so long to go to Costco, you'd be out of so much, you end up spending hundreds of dollars. And now it's like, I can't afford that, right? But if you go maybe once a month, it's like, okay, what are we out of right now? Paper plates, some paper bowls and things, and then maybe get a few bonus things. So for example, we got delicious fresh bakery muffins. We love their muffins and baked goods there. And we ended up getting chocolate chip, and blueberry. So now we're going to have muffins all week long for breakfast, which is excellent. You know, Costco muffins are super duper good. So basically that's what we did. We stocked up on some commodities we were low on. Some cleaning things, like we were low on tissues. And then we ended up grabbing, some muffins and things like that. Nothing special. But it was nice to go to Costco and see they have all the Christmas decorations out, right? And I ended up getting something that I love, that I've been waiting to get for months and months. A new pair of slippers. I wear slippers in the house. I don't wear socks. I just wear slippers, and I walk around the house wearing slippers. Especially important now during the colder months of the year to have slippers. Okay? And the last pair of slippers that I bought was over a year ago at a store called Uniqlo. You guys know what Uniqlo is? It's a Japanese clothing store that actually has been prominent in America for like the last decade. They actually started having stores and stuff here. They actually opened up a store at my local mall before I ever moved out here to Washington. And I actually bought a bunch of Uniqlo clothes there before I moved. And then when I moved out here, I learned I was going to need those clothes because it's not as cold out here. So I don't need to bundle up with the clothes that I bought. All right. But I like Uniqlo. Like, their pants are really comfortable. Their shirts are stretchy and comfortable. And I bought a pair of slippers over a year ago. And they freaking wore out. They have giant holes in the bottom. There's foam chunks coming out of them. I told you guys I wear things until they completely wear out. Why do you think I'm still wearing a shirt here that's over a decade old? Like, this is how I am. I wear things until they fall apart. Okay? So all that being said, we went to Costco, and they had all kinds of holiday stuff on sale. And they had men's ginormous size 13, 14 slippers, which is what I need to wear because my feet are huge. They had them for like $12. I was like, what? And they're the good brand. You know that Deer Foams brand? They're like more durable. They got the foam inside and everything. They're good. I was like, wow, for $12, these are pretty darn good. So I bought a pair. Like, wow, I finally get new slippers. Very nice. It only took over a year to get a new pair, right? So anyway. So that being said, it was a fun trip, but we didn't get too much. It was a lighter trip to Costco for sure. Just, odds and ends and things that we had been running low on. Then we actually headed out to do just solely holiday stuff. Well, I take that back. We went to the pet store. We got Jasper had to get some pet food this week and stuff like that. But then we went to, let's see, what order did we go to? First, we went to World Market. And I told you guys we were going to go to World Market. This is a store that has things from all around the world, all right? And admittedly, they had some really nice home decor and decorations and things that we would have liked to get. But my God, they're expensive. This place, if you're going to buy anything, clothing, decorations, that kind of shit, they don't have a lot of good sales. Their stuff's pretty pricey. So we didn't get anything like that. But we always go to the food section. So we headed over to the food section. And in the food section, we got two things. The first thing we got was panettone. Panettone is I almost said Japanese. Boy, my brain is scrambled today. Panettone is an Italian dessert bread. Now, traditionally, panettone is a big bread loaf that's really tall like this, very airy bread, and it has a unique flavoring to it. I don't know if it's amaretto or something else they put in it. I'm not sure, okay? But the bread usually has raisins baked into it, as well as some kind of like citrus zest and things in it, okay? So it's kind of unique in that regard. It's a delicious bread. It's really good with tea or coffee. You eat it with it or you dip it in it. You eat it. It's super good. I love it. I used to always get panettone when I lived with my parents. As we were growing up, we'd get a big panettone loaf, and we'd have it around Christmas time, okay? So, they have panettone at World Market, so we ended up getting one. However, my wife does not like raisins. For whatever reason, she just doesn't really like the flavor. So we got one that's a little different. It has cranberries and pieces of orange, like citrus zest in there. So we've been getting this every year traditionally for like 3-4 years. It's super good. It's sweet, but then you can put butter or you could do some other things with it to make it more savory. It's a really good, delicious dessert bread. So we got that. Now, the other thing we got was the thing that traditionally every year during my Christmas marathon, I hold an episode of DSP Tries It, right? And traditionally what I do is I make it something that's Christmas tradition. Something that has something to do with Christmas that's interesting. 2 years ago, I did mincemeat pies, which were these little pastry pies filled with like chopped fruit and filling. They're a British delicacy. I've never had them before. I tried.
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Yusuf, for super chat. It says, I took a break from DSP and a lot has improved in my life. This made my brain get smaller. Love the content, but definitely not healthy. I'm glad your life improved, of course, Yusuf, and thank you very much for super chat. Your brain getting smaller? No, you took a break from DSP stuff, so maybe there's a couple of things you forget about the DSP lore because you took a break from them. It takes a while to catch up sometimes on DSP stuff when you step away from the kind of, that kind of environment. It definitely takes me some time anyway to get back up to speed if I step away for a bit. But you'll be fine, Yusuf. But thank you very much for super chat.
Pies filled with like chopped fruit and filling. They're a British delicacy. I've never had them before. I tried them live during the Christmas event. They were absolutely delicious. I was blown away by how good the flavor was. Okay? Last year, I tried Stollen, which I believe, is it German? Stollen, or is it Dutch? I got confused. It's either German or Dutch. And what that is, it's a pastry that's stuffed with marzipan. That marzipan filling. Now, I never really had marzipan before, and I'm eating this, and I'm like, oh my god. The flavor is ridiculously good. It's like decadent. It's addicting. It's so good. But the thing is, it is so much sweetness and decadence. That's not really something that I go for as an adult. So I absolutely loved it when I ate it during the Christmas marathon last year, but I never really ate it again. That was it. I ended up getting rid of it because it's too sugary, too decadent for me. But I still enjoyed it. I thought it was absolutely delicious, okay? This year, I've gotten what I'm going to be doing. I've already got it for the DSP Tries It for the Christmas Marathon. It's going to be interesting because it actually is something that some people consider traditional Christmas, but I got a regional variant, and I actually got something that's variety as well. It's not just one thing I'm trying this year. There's a variety of things, okay? So I'm not going to spoil. It's actually going to be something cool, but we're going to do a holiday DSP Tries It where I try something interesting during that event that will be holiday Christmas themed, and it's more than one item, okay? So there you go. So I hope that sounds good to you. I got it. We're good to go for DSP Tries It. Now, there also likely will be a feasting with the king that day, but we'll talk about that as we get closer to the event, okay? Cool. All right. Hold on. I'm sorry, Cookie. I didn't mean to burp right in your face, but I don't want to burp in the audience either. Excuse me. All right. So that was the first thing we did. Okay. Then I'm trying to think the order that we did stuff. So we went to Kohl's. For those who don't know, Kohl's is an American store that carries clothing and home goods and a few other odds and ends and things too, but it's primarily clothing and home goods. And we went there for one primary reason. We went there for one primary reason, but actually, I got multiple things done while we were there. Number one, I went there to try to get more holiday attire for the Christmas events. I'm doing 2 Christmas events. One is the Christmas Marathon on the 23rd, Friday, and the next one is the Christmas Sims that I'm going to be doing. It's the return of the King of Christmas tournament in WWE 2K22. We haven't done this in so many years. It's going to be a great event on Christmas Eve. Okay? So 2 days of holiday events this year. I'm very excited, but I wanted to get holiday attire to wear for those events. All right? So I went to Kohl's and I got not one, but 2 new pieces of holiday attire. Now, what we do is during the Christmas marathon, I actually swap attires during the course of the day. I'll maybe wear one shirt for like an hour or two, then I swap, then I wear another shirt for an hour or two, then I swap, then I wear another You see, it's fun to do it that way. Now, as of now, I will now have 4 different Christmas sweaters and 2 Christmas shirts. to wear. Okay? So that's a lot. And I don't know if I'm doing 6 wardrobe changes. So what I'm thinking is, maybe during the Christmas marathon, I'll definitely wear one of the new things, plus some of the older ones. And then during the next day, during the Christmas event where I'm doing the Queen of Christmas tournament, I'll wear the other one. All right, the other new one. So maybe one new one during the Christmas marathon, one new one during the day after. All right? So I got that. In addition, excuse me. In addition, I wanted to get my wife a Christmas present, and I know that there was something that she needed for a while, and I got it for her. Now, I'm not going to spoil what it is, because you guys always ask at Christmas, well, what did we get for Christmas, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you, because I'll tell you during the Christmas events. Or else if I tell you now, I'm spoiling. Why should I spoil now? Why not wait and tell you when everyone's telling me what they got for Christmas? I'll tell you what I got her for Christmas and what she got me for Christmas. So we'll wait till Christmas. Okay? But I got it in advance because it was stuff on sale and everything. We were already out. So I got it while we were out yesterday. Okay? Okay? So I did get her a nice Christmas present, but I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. Okay? And then we actually got 2 new candles, holiday-themed candles. One is, I think, pomegranate and fig. And one is, like chestnuts. And they both smell really good. We burned one last night. We burned pomegranate and fig, and the whole house smelled great. So, that's what basically we did at Kohl's yesterday. Okay? And then, in addition to that, we did go to the liquor store. Well, actually, before we went to the liquor store, we actually went and got dinner, which I skipped. So let's do that first. We went to have dinner. Now, here's what we did. We were so upset. If you remember a couple years ago, I described on Phil's day off, we had ordered Mexican food. Okay? And the Mexican food we ordered was supposed to be from a chain of Mexican restaurants out there that we go to one particular one in our area that we really enjoy. The food quality is great. We've ordered there a million times, never had an issue. Well, we went to order food, and for some reason, the delivery app decided it wouldn't allow us to order from the one closest to us. It ordered from one that was further away. And when it did, we ended up getting food from a different restaurant that was terrible. The food quality was atrocious. They delivered it in packaging. Just think about this. If you're ordering Mexican food, you probably want it to be in a nice, sturdy, airtight plastic package, because Mexican food typically has a lot of sauce or cheese. It's stuff that's harder to hold together. They put it in tin foil and cardboard. By the time this food arrived, it had seeped completely through the cardboard. The bag was full of dripping Mexican sauce. It was the most disgusting mess I think we've ever had delivered to this house. So we ended up getting our money back for the order because the food was inedible. Okay? But now we're angry because we're like 2 weeks ago, we've been craving good Mexican food from this place. So we physically went to the restaurant while we were out. And it was amazing. The restaurant food quality was great. They bring you these ginormous plates of food.
Remember this next time he's fucking pleading poverty later on this fucking stream.
Oh my God. So I got a very, very conservative meal. I forget what it was called, but what it was sauteed pieces of white meat chicken with onions, peppers, and there was something else in there too. There's 3 veggies that they had sauteed. Oh, tomatoes. They had sauteed them with like a little bit of like a frying sauce or whatever. But it was that, and then just some rice and a little bit of black beans. And that's what I got. And by the way, the place gives you free chips and salsa as well. So you get their in-house salsa with some nice tortilla chips, okay? So the reason I got that is because I realized, I'm eating Mexican. I'm like, I'm getting older. Mexican food is dangerous. A lot of Mexican food is high in fat, high in cheese. As I told you guys, when I eat a lot of cheese, I have some problems. So, I got to cut back. If I'm going to eat Mexican, I got to get something that's a lot more, not horrible for you. So this is actually...
what's the fucking point of going to a fucking Mexican restaurant then if you're going to fucking restrict yourself in most of the fucking menu? It seems to kind of defeat the fucking purpose of going there in the first place, so you're going to deny yourself most of the good things on there. That's my take on that. Alright guys, I'm gonna step away for like a minute or two. This will keep playing, but I won't be here, so keep an ear out for me for things happening. Please.
Considered one of their better meals for you. And 0 cheese. 0. Not a piece of cheese on anything in the meal. And it was pretty good. Admittedly, it filled me up. I wasn't even hungry for the rest of the day. It filled me up nicely. It's like, now I'm getting older. I think maybe it's time to start looking for alternative things to eat. Never, stop it with the heavy carbs and cheese and everything everywhere that Americans tend to eat. You got to try to find a healthier thing. Cut back, right? So I'm going to start doing this now because I'm getting older. I can't be doing this with stuff, man. Now, let's be honest. I like cheese. I ate cheese a lot of my life. I think it's time to stop with the cheese. The cheese is getting ridiculous. You eat the cheese, but do you really want to be bothered with bloating and gas and having to go to the bathroom a bunch? What's the point, right? I'd rather not have that and have a nice night. So, it was a good meal. And I think Kat got a burrito of some sort. It had some kind of chili. I think it was chili Colorado, which is a beef chili that Mexican restaurants make. That's really well seasoned beef. She gave me one piece of the beef and I tried it. I was like, oh my God, it was so amazingly flavorful. Like, yeah, I can't eat a lot of red meat, so I just had the one taste and that was it. Okay, so then we went on for our finale to the liquor store. All right, and I told you guys specifically.
I am back. What did I miss? What did I miss? Apparently I did something bizarre. Hang on, let me rewind this.
So I'm going to start doing this now because I'm getting older. I can't be doing this with stuff, man. Now, let's be honest. I like cheese. I ate cheese a lot of my life. I think it's time to stop with the cheese. The cheese is getting ridiculous.
Oh, I missed a snort. Okay, if it's coming up, I'll add it.
You eat the cheese, but do you really want to be bothered with bloating and gas and having to go to the bathroom a bunch?
Don't you dare talk down about cheese. I fucking love cheese. Cheese is my favourite fucking food out there. If I could have one thing to eat when I die, it'll probably be fucking cheese in some capacity. Maybe not cheese in its fucking own, but it'll involve cheese in some sort of method in the meal.
What's the point, right? I'd rather not have that and have a nice night. So.
And that's a snort. So yeah, we'll count that. That's definitely a snort. We've got a free space probably, guys, for the snorts already. So one of these things will not be relevant. We are 5 away essentially from a full house. Because, there's 6 spaces, but it's a free space already, so we only need 5.
So, it was a good meal. And I think Kat got a burrito of some sort. It had some kind of chili. I think it was chili Colorado, which is a beef chili that Mexican restaurants make. That's really well seasoned beef. She gave me one piece of the beef and I tried it. I was like, oh my God, it was so amazingly flavorful. Like, yeah, I can't eat a lot of red meat, so I just had the one taste and that was it. Okay, so then we went on for our finale to the liquor store. All right, and I told you guys specifically we were seeking out drinks that I was going to have during the holiday marathon because this is the.
Okay, I'm tapping out, guys. I am going 1.25 speed. I've tried my best to go at normal speed for so long, but nah, I'm getting bored at my tits. FRP says he talks like he's the world's youngest old man. Like everything he does consume, etc., is bad because he's some grandpa. Pretty much, aye. I mean, I could easily bore me, so when Phil was having that day off, I also had a nice meal with my fiance yesterday. It was a very nice meal. It was a place, it was like a buffet. I actually said this in Raven's stream earlier on, Raven Stolfin. I said it in his stream, and I said it, and I threw in a couple of Phil quotes in there. I said it was a buffet-style meal, which it was a buffet we went to. So, a buffet-style meal we had, I fucking had fun reading that shout. But yeah, it was some kind of thing where there's so much different choice and variety. It was one of those things where we deliberately didn't eat at all that day until we ate, like mid-afternoon. And we, it was like, I can't track, there's so many different things there. There was like they had these kind of wee cheesy ball things. They had normal, chips, fries, whatever. They had pizza, they had chicken tikka pieces, they had rice, they had, they had basically, the things for a Sunday roast. You could have like mashed potatoes, pigs in blankets, Yorkshire puddings. Yeah, you can also have like cheese pizza and chicken tikka pizza. That kind of thing. There's so much different variety. You basically just choose if you're waiting in the mood for, you can have. So yeah, that was one of those things where I was like, we just basically ate until we were very full, and it was a very enjoyable meal. If Phil tried to tell that story, it would last a goddamn fucking an hour or so. Because he'd fucking detail every fucking single trip. It was like, the first of all, I went up and I fucking made sure that they had everything that I wanted, and so we passed this thing, we passed that thing, and Phil would fucking make it just last an absolute fucking bastard of a long time. He would ruin the thought of wanting to go there and enjoy that. Because it would just take fucking forever to get to the fucking point in the story. Nah, easier just to fucking say, hey guys, we went here, this is all the kind of things we had there. It was very enjoyable, it was very nice, yes. We'd definitely do that again if we had a chance, for sure, because it was the second time we'd been there, but it was the first time we'd been there since COVID. COVID, the place shut down altogether through COVID, so for understandable reasons, fucking buffet and all that shit, you know what I mean? So people around each other trying to get food. So yeah. But it's the first time I've been there, as I said, since COVID came back. Things opened up through COVID, and yeah, it was great.
One time a year where I drink, right? Now this year, I'm doing it literally completely differently. I'm not drinking a single thing this year that I've ever had during a holiday event before. It's all different, all right? So, eggnog? Nope, no eggnog. Not doing it. No eggnog this year. Beer or ales? No beer, no ales this year. Whiskey? No whiskey. No, absolutely not. Here's what we're doing. We're doing completely new things, all right? New thing number one, holiday horchata, which is a Mexican drink. People were telling me it's made of like rice milk, but they had a specialty ones flavored with peppermint for the holidays. So peppermint horchata. I'm going to be trying this over ice, on the rocks. I'm going to try that. That's number one. Number two, yes, I listened to your suggestions and I got the ingredients to make a White Russian. So a White Russian is coffee liqueur with a little bit of vodka on the rocks, and then you pour either milk or cream over it. Okay? So I'm going to make one or more of those. I've never had one before, but I got all the ingredients for it, and we'll do it live. We'll actually make this drink live on the stream, okay? And I'll try it out for the first time and see what I think. Okay? So per your suggestions. Now, something else, something unique. We got the ingredients to make a unique sake drink. So not just sake straight, but actually a citrus flavored sake drink. So it includes sake, but it also has some orange liqueur and some grenadine and some lemon zest and juice and other things like that. Okay? So it's completely unique, different from the other drinks because it's going to have all this flavoring to it and everything. First of all, I haven't had sake in a very long time. So it's going to be interesting to have sake and then have it in a mixed drink like this. So that'll be neat. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you ready for this? I'm muted. No, I'm not. Shut the hell up, XDead Gaming. You're a liar. I'm not muted. You can't fool me. I'm not that old. I got something special, all right, just for this Christmas marathon. I know I'm grinning ear to ear. It's funny. It's pertinent, all right, and it's hard liquor, all right, and the gimmick is going to be whenever a contribution of a certain level comes in, I'm going to take a shot.
Oh my fucking god, no wonder he's so fucking happy. He's found a drink, but he may fucking tip it the ass to fucking get him to drink. I wonder if he's got a set limitation. I wonder if his fucking brain is thinking if I drink too much, I actually might hurt myself. So I'm going to quote a limitation as to how much this is. A certain level. What do we think, guys? Let's try and have a guess. Try and guess, guys. Do I think it's going to be per $100? Do I think it's going to be per $200? Per 50? Per... who knows? I mean, the general consensus is 100. 100 for a shot of whatever this is. Clydesdale says 20. Train says 100 for a shot of gin. Yeah. Quasar thinks it's 50. Prophet thinks 100. Mastodon thinks 25. If I had that, I don't know. I think Phil's going to be sloshed who does 25. Tommy wants 75. The 100 is the most popular option, it looks like. So let's see what Phil is going to set it at.
All right? But that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's not even going to fucking tell us.
Not going to tell you another piece of information about it until the Christmas marathon, and I'm going to reveal it live on stream on that Christmas marathon, and I think you guys are going to love it. That's all I'm going to say. I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's going to be funny as hell. All right? That's all I'm saying. So it should be a fun, special Christmas marathon as long as I pace myself, and I think I will. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to overdo it. What I'll probably do, you start.
I'm bored more. I want to speed this up even more. We're going 1.5 speed until I get to contributions anyway.
Off with either one of the mixed drinks. Make it during maybe the level 1 podcast, and then as you start with gameplay, you start, if one of the generous contributions does come in, then I have to take a shot or whatever. But we'll see. All right, but I'm excited to see how this goes. And I really hope I don't get completely shit-faced and sloshed. Seriously, I gotta be careful. Gotta pace myself. I can't go crazy and end up on the floor like I did. Do you remember the first year I did this? I almost passed out on stream. Basically, what was happening was I was drinking so much, and I was doing what was it? The Christmas cleanup where you play as an elf and you're mopping up the blood on the North Pole because I guess Santa went crazy and killed a bunch of elves and people. I was doing it, and I drank so much I started to get woozy, and I was like, "Oh, guys, I don't think we can do this right now." I was just like, I'm so out of it. I couldn't even concentrate on cleaning up the blood on the game. Remember, And then I got so drunk that later on in the stream, I started saying awful things that I shouldn't say, like words. And by the way, I wasn't saying them meaningfully. I was saying, here's what other people say that they get in trouble for saying. I said it.
He said meaningful. Well, first of all, he said meaningful. Okay, so that is a bingo right there. We are 4 away technically from our full house because we have a free space. I am glad Phil brought up, so he's going to say, aye, but the drink made him say all those things. The drink put all those words in his head. Yes, of course. Say it again, Phil.
Concentrate on cleaning up the blood on the game. Remember? Like, and then I got so drunk that later on in the stream, I started saying awful things that I shouldn't say, like words. And by the way, I wasn't saying them meaningfully. I was saying, here's what other people say that they get in trouble for saying. I said it. People were like, what the hell? Why'd you say it? I was like, I'm sorry. I've been drinking all day. I got in trouble on Twitch for doing it. This is like 5 years ago. I got in trouble on Twitch for doing it. They yelled at me. Not that day, not that week. 2 months later. 2 months later, they said, oh yeah, you said a naughty word during your Christmas event. I was like, it's like March.
It doesn't mean you didn't fucking say it, though. Are you saying you should escape punishment because it happened, 4 months before it? So, Phil, if you get angry at me for something I did like 5 months, 6 months ago, I can just tell you so fucking what. You know, it's December. You're mad at something I did in July, it's December. I can use that straight on you, couldn't I? Dumb bitch.
You're telling me now? Oh yeah, we decided to tell you now. I was like, oh, so I was in trouble 2 months ago, but you tell me in March about it. That's how great, they operated over there on Twitch.
Twitch came into trouble because no. Let's find exactly. You go to YouTube. I'm maybe the safest way to find it. When was this? I'm trying to find the link to the video. I'd rather not type the actual slur, if that makes sense. I'm kind of weird that kind of way where I don't like typing these fucking slurs into Pig Go to find things because I feel weird just typing it out. But I think I'm going to have to. Wait, hang on. This might be it. Did I say homos? I think I said homos on the stream itself. Oh yes, this might be not as easy to find because it's not going to search a whole thing. Jesus. I'm not actually going to type in the whole thing. Hold on, hang on, wait. Christmas. Oh, come on. Feck off. I'm actually going to have to type this. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Here we go. You go on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to watch some.
Oh, here we go. This is the infamous clip Phil's talking about.
I want to watch a drama vlog. Then you go on YouTube. I want to watch some faggot insult some homo. You go on YouTube. I want to watch some guy throw around all kinds of insulting slurs constantly. Well, you go to YouTube. You want to watch actual gamers play games? You go to fucking Twitch.
Oh, how the times have changed. And then he looks at his stream chat straight away because they're all going, what the hell have you just said? Look at him trying to defend us.
And by the way, when I said those two, oh my god, he said faggot and homo. Obviously,
And he just said it again.
I'm not prejudiced against homosexuals at all. I'm trying to say that's what you would do. That's the kind of people who go to YouTube at this time. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ. Of course you're going to get in fucking trouble for saying that stupid ass shit. Anyway, so there you go. There's a full context of what Phil was talking about.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much to Francisco Ramos Magia. I'm so fucking bad with names that are not fucking, English. I'm so sorry. Francisco Ramos Magia. Thank you very much for super chat. It says, big up King Jan. Thanks for all the free content, mate. Amazing production quality. I'm glad you enjoy it, pal. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for super chat. I do hope I didn't butcher a name too terribly. Also, I'm quite confident saying, is it Francisco or Francisco? I know, I'm just some ignorant bastard when it comes to English, but I do appreciate super chat all the same, and thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. I do the best I can. I'm just winging it. Everything you see in front of you is me just winging it as I go, trying to make it look as presentable as possible. See, it's something. There's a lot on screen. Also, there's Phil's fucking face, and then you got the bingo card. You got the Phil's chat as well, scrolling along down at the bottom there. You got the information above Phil's head. For the amount of snorts he's done. You got the wee bar at the bottom. So there's a lot. I do try and include a lot. on screen for you guys. And apparently Alt pronounced it even worse, so well, there we go then. I mean, it's one of those things. I did try. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, so I do appreciate it. But what is that currency, ARS? Is that like Argentinian or something? I'm trying to figure out what ARS is currency-wise. It's a very peculiar one. ARS. It is actually Argentinian peso. I got it right. Nice one. So yeah, good luck to you guys. Good luck to the Argentinians, by the way, when they're playing a Dutch. I got a wee bet on. I need Argentina and Brazil to make it semi-finals, you know. So that's a wee bet. So yeah, good luck with Argentinians. More than Messi.
Great website, right? But anyway, so I mean, like, I can't be doing that. I can't be going crazy and losing control. I gotta be, pace myself. I gotta be sure that I'm not, what's the point if I start falling asleep? 'Cause that's what it was. Like, I got so inebriated, I started getting tired. That's not good. If you're getting tired, you're having major problems, right? So I gotta be doing stream. We're gonna have games. And by the way, I should bring this up. We're getting to the last chance for you to nominate games for the Christmas event. I'm gonna let those nominations stay open until this weekend. And then this weekend, I'm going to close them off. Probably one of those nights when I'm doing the Patreon live reacts. I'll take some extra time and I'll close off those nominations. And we're going to do a poll for you guys to start voting on what games will actually be in the Christmas event. And I'm also going to determine what's the game that the members have nominated. Okay? So that's coming. Please do that if you haven't yet. By the way, hold on a second. I need to start closing the window. Hold on.
The window's getting closed. Oh no. I just love Alco's to blame for Phil being such a piece of shit.
All right, anyway, getting back on the subject of Phil's day off, let's finish up the story, right? So, then we came back home. We unpacked all the stuff that we had bought over the course of the day. We played with Jasper for a while. He was all happy to see us home. And then we sat down in the living room, and the new Disney Dreamlight Valley update came out yesterday. It's the both wintertime plus Toy Story update. So Kat's all excited for it, right? She's like, oh, this is great. I can't wait to do it. She gets the update. We start playing it, So she goes to Andy's bedroom. She does a few menial Collecticon quests. She unlocks Buzz and Woody. She gets them to go to the main storyline, and she's like, okay, what's left to do? Literally nothing. They do have a seasonal event going on in the game where you can unlock Christmas stuff, but the only way to do it is by doing insane amounts of grinding menial tasks to earn the presents. And once you earn the presents, that's the currency that you use to unlock the event. Or if you have like 2,500 moons, which are the currency you earn by grinding in the game, then you can unlock the premium edition, which speeds it up a little bit. But basically, it was boring. Like, we're like, wow, they really didn't add much at all. There's no new locations to the map. There's 2 new characters, and once they're there, there's not much to them besides doing a few menial tasks to raise up their friendship levels. And the game's they really didn't add much at all. And it's like, okay, so if those characters were present since day 1, then maybe it would have definitely added to the game. But once you've done everything in the game and now they're adding them late, it's like a waste of time. There's nothing else to do in the game. And it sucks because Kat's interested. She's like, wow, I like all these Christmas items, but there's no way to earn them fast. You'd have to literally play for weeks of grinding menial shit in order to get enough to earn any of the Christmas stuff. Stupid. And by the way, she bought the game. She's not like me where she's on Game Pass. She actually bought the game, and it's not like she got any advanced way to get through this. It's just slow, grinding, menial, boring shit. So I hate to say it, at least from what we're seeing, it looks like this update is terrible. And it looks like they didn't really think it out very well. Like the last update they did was for Halloween, but when they did that update, they gave everyone free currency so you can unlock the Halloween content. So everyone jumped in and got it right away, and there was a lot of things to have. Now you can't even do it with this one. It's like, she played it a ton when it first came out. So she played it for like a month straight. That was the game she was playing every day, the relaxing time grinding. She did almost everything in the game. Do you really expect her to grind another month to earn the fucking Christmas stuff? Like, what, are you stupid? So, yeah, I don't know. It seems like they didn't really think out this update much at all. And they kind of screwed it up. Yeah. So, anyway. By the way, Jay...
Son of a bitch, I was fucking muted the whole goddamn time. Son of a bitch. I muted myself and I started blathering because it's a bingo, because I'm counting that as hateful slurs, because I called the game developers stupid. And yeah, I was just playing the fucking horns in. Francisco says that he said members right before getting up. Did he? Oh, but in that case, fuck it, I'll take it then. I mean, he's definitely going to bring up members as well at some point in future, because he's going to talk about members' goal. He's going to try and encourage people to, join and hit the goal. He's definitely going to bring it up because he's desperate for it. But if you're saying he said it anyway, I'll just take it now. But he definitely will say it again and bring it up before the end of the fucking podcast. I'm quite confident about. But if you're saying he did it, then okay, I'll count it. That's a double bingo then. We are 2 away essentially. So let's summarise. We have a free space locked in. We need Phil to say or do 2 of these 3 things that is left. We might get another free space if Phil's snorts keep going up again. His snorts have kind of dried up a bit since he got over the sneezing bit. But hey, we've got 1 free space, which is pretty still fucking good. So we'll see if Phil does start snorting up a storm once again or not later on. But Dashy says Phil snorted 42 times. I'm not gonna... You've been known to fib to me before, Dashy. You've been a wee bit sneaky with this before. I'm not sure if I'm going to trust that information, Dashy. You're a wee sneaky soul. Sometimes it's random. You got a random 42 out of nowhere. I'm not too sure about that at all, buddy. I'm going to keep it at 33 for now, because that's what I've got. But hey, Phil might start another storm again, and we'll see if he counts it. Or he might get 100 likes. Phil's got 56 likes so far before he starts. So I didn't. Put it this way, we need Phil to say, what are you talking about, or what the fuck are you talking about, and on demand, or we need him to kind of fold his arms while he's talking to camera.
And they kind of screwed it up. Yeah. So, anyway. By the way, Jade, you got timed out because you said someone's name, but Nightbot, for some reason, thinks the name is a timeable offense, and I don't know why that just happened. Whose name is this? Fem, you are the best. Best ease. Okay, whoever this is. Fem B... and then some gender symbol. I think it's supposed to be femboys are the best boys, but he has gender symbols in his name. Change your name right now. Seriously.
Fuck off. Don't fucking... You change your fucking Nightbot setting. Don't force someone to change your fucking name. You change your stupid setting, your stupid ass Nightbot.
That's the stupidest name I've ever seen. There's no reason for you to have insane amounts of symbols in your name.
How the fuck... Jesus fucking Christ, Phil. Stop being such a fucking little Nazi. Fucking forcing people to change your name because you don't fucking like it, because someone else in your fucking chat got fucking timed out because your fucking bot is set up so fucking poorly. He's actually demanding someone change your fucking name.
There's so many symbols in your name that it makes Nightbot time out anyone who says your name. Change it immediately. That's just dumb. You can cut that back now. It's stupid. All right? No one needs to have a fucking million characters in their goddamn name. Change that shit immediately. Okay. Stupid.
What a fucking cunt.
Anyway, so that was our day. You know, we relaxed after that. She played that for like maybe an hour and a half, unlocked all the Toy Story content, and we were done with that. We watched some X-Files, and then we watched a lot. We watched a little bit of X-Files. We watched a little bit of God of War gameplay. We did a lot. We had a nice, relaxing second half of our day, essentially. All right? So it was a good day. It was a good day. It was a relaxing day. We had a lot of fun, holiday fun. I really enjoyed that. Because like I said, a lot of the time, sadly, on our day off, we just don't have a lot of time to do fun stuff. We end up, very sadly, just kind of rushing through what we need to do. And the next thing you know, the day's over. Yesterday, we actually had a lot of fun stuff that we did. And I had a good time enjoying the festive holiday spirit with my wife. So that was a good time yesterday, okay? So that's Phil's day off, okay? I'm just trying to think, outside of that, I think I've covered everything, right? I talked about the holiday events and everything going on. All right, what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of game news, and then we're going to open this up to shout-outs, and we're going to open it up to some Q&A discussion, all right? So first of all, let's talk game news. PlayStation Japan made a mistake. They accidentally posted up a post last night stating that Forspoken is going to get a demo on December 9th. However, it appears they weren't supposed to post that up yet, that announcement was actually supposed to be posted up during or right after the Game Awards, so they mistimed the post by a day, spoiling everything, so everyone knows there's a Forspoken demo coming out this weekend. So if you were interested in Forspoken, if you're on the fence about getting it or playing it, and you might be able to get that demo soon, okay? So already spoiled. This was interesting. This happened a couple days ago, but the news hit during my late night live stream, and I didn't get a chance to read up on it. Microsoft has reached a 10-year deal agreement with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch, and I guess future Nintendo consoles, for the first time in ages. If you remember, it wasn't Call of Duty on Nintendo consoles a million years ago, but wasn't it dumbed down versions of the game, if I'm remembering correctly? So now they're finally bringing it back to Nintendo consoles for the first time in ages, okay? It's a deal that is going to put pressure now on Sony, because if you remember, Sony has been so critical of the Microsoft attempting to buy Activision Blizzard buyout merger. They've been criticizing it so strongly, saying, oh my God, this is horrible for the business. If Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard, this means they have a monopoly on first-person shooters. So I guess what Microsoft is saying is, see, we're not trying to do that. If Sony would just work with us and play ball, we'd be more than willing to make agreements with them. But instead of talking to us about making agreements to have Call of Duty on their consoles, they're instead just trying to stop the merger in general, which is bad business, you see? So I guess we're going to see what happens. I guess what's supposed to happen is the Federal Trade Commission here in the United States is supposed to make a ruling on if they're going to attempt to block the merger or not. If they attempt to block it, it does not mean that it will be blocked. It just means that they're going to very strongly scrutinize and investigate the situation to see if it's something that should be allowed to go through or not, or if it indeed will create a monopoly and stifle competition in the United States or not. And we're supposed to get a ruling on this soon, if not today. I'm not exactly sure about the timing, but it's coming, okay? Personally, I don't think this will be cleared up for years. I think this is going to be something, I'm not kidding, I think this will be years and years and years in limbo. If you haven't noticed, since the Microsoft is going to buy out Activision announcement last year, all of the controversy and all the criticism thrown towards Activision Blizzard has been completely forgotten. No one's talking about Bobby Kotick being a horrible leader anymore. No one's talking about the abuse. It's all been forgotten. Because everyone's just, oh, well, Microsoft's going to buy them and it all changed, so it's all good. So if anything, the attempt to redirect has been completely successful. No one's talking about the negative stuff anymore. You know, which I think was one of the whole points. Okay? So I guess we'll see what happens. All right? My last piece of gaming news, again, is a leak and it's not confirmed yet. But for some weird reason, PlayStation Network had a posting. All right? And it wasn't supposed to be on there. It seems like it's something that was put in there early. It says Street Fighter 6 will officially be launched on June 2nd, 2023. And it will have 3 different versions. Standard Edition just comes with the pre-order bonus, 1 outfit color for 6 different characters, special titles and stickers. And it's cross-platform, PS4, PS5. Okay? Deluxe Edition will include a Year 1 character pass, meaning the whole Year 1 DLCs of character season DLCs will be included. Then there's supposed to be an Ultimate Edition. And what's funny is when you look at it, it doesn't even make sense because it doesn't look like it has anything extra. At least from what's listed on PSN, it looks like it's exactly the same as the Deluxe Edition. All right? Now, I hate to say this. I'm gonna be very, very honest and critical with all of you. I like the Street Fighter 6 beta so far. I like everything I'm seeing about the game. I feel there's a few things that could be rebalanced. We're gonna see next weekend if with this wave 2 of the beta, if they did listen to feedback and rebalance anything. All right? But for the most part, I think that the game looks pretty promising. All right? The fact that they're already selling the game with a Season 1 expansion pass is fucking bullshit. I'm sick of this shit. Let me ask you guys a question. What is the difference between selling a new fighting game with on-disc DLC that will be periodically unlocked during the course of the year, but you have to pay for it, or a game that you buy supposedly for full price at launch that's supposed to be a full-fledged game, but they've already developed an entire season of additional characters that are going to be added over the course of the next year that they're charging extra money for? Do you want to know the answer? There's no difference. There's the same shit. Don't you think they already are working on the first season DLC? Of course they are. The on-disc DLC characters were done and were on the disc for a game like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and that caused so much stir and controversy 10 years ago. Oh my god, I can't believe that they would sell us a game with locked characters. Street Fighter 6 is the same. These characters already will be developed, already will be ready for release. They're just going to withhold them and slowly release them over the course of another year to nickel and dime you more. All right? And the reason they're doing this is very simple. Because gamers, I don't want to say you, because I know not all of you play Street Fighter 5, but any one of you out there who purchased Street Fighter 5 and continuously sunk money into the game, even though the game was critically panned, even though competitive players said the game's not very good, if you were one of the people that were like, oh, we got to fanboy this game, because if we don't support Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter will die forever. And then what will happen to the competitive Street Fighter community? It will fall apart, all right? When you entertained Capcom's ability to keep putting out DLC characters for 4 fucking years, you created a monster. And what's going to happen from now on is whenever Capcom releases a fighting game, you're going to have seasonal DLCs every year where they're going to nickel and dime the customer. And here's the thing. You don't have to buy it. Good luck learning them, right? Let's say you're a competitive player and you're only going to buy base Street Fighter 6. Great. Now, when those seasonal DLCs come out, you don't have the character. You can't learn how they play. You can't learn how to counter their abilities. You're screwed because you didn't spend the money to buy them. You can't hang competitively anymore. What this is, this guarantees a revenue stream. It guarantees it to Capcom. And the only reason they're able to pull it off is because of suckers who, during the Street Fighter V era, kept spending money on an inferior game. They...
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Barrett. Also, Super Chat says, why doesn't Phil offer his members more depending on how much they support him? They all get the same benefits. An excellent fucking point. And Phil has actually admitted this basically as much in the past. You know, he would rather have the ultra tier supporter level member for everyone, but the fact of the matter is he does not offer anything new. But we can benefit ourselves right now. Very quickly, we can go to his channel and see for ourselves what people get for becoming a member. We hit join. Hey, shut the fuck up, you dick. So there you go, standard supporter, $3.99 a month. Superior supporter, $8.99 a month. Ultra supporter, $17.99 a month. There is no difference whatsoever for the perks. There is no difference whatsoever. There's nothing. I'm not even just being mean for the sake of being mean because I'm an evil detractor. Phil does not offer anything unique or new or extra between the $3.99 membership supporter and the $17.99. He just has that list because he's trying to fleece more money out of his audience because he wants more money from them. There is nothing extra about this. There's nothing ultra about that. It just means, oh, this guy gives me fucking more money. I'm just trying to. There's nothing here. So, membership shout out. So here, hold on. So from a standard supporter, includes access to perks from previous levels. Standard supporter. What does standard supporter get? Loyalty badges next to your name, comments in live chat. Custom emoji to use in comment and live chat. More about the perks. I will shout out when you join as a member during live stream. Okay, what about super supporter? Super supporter, I will shout out. So what you get as well? Nothing. It's nothing new. Nothing fucking creative. Nothing extra. Okay. What about ultra? Same shit. Exact same fucking shit. I'm not lying when I say it. Phil offers nothing extra for this. I mean, yeah. So it's an excellent fucking point Barry Wells has made. You know what I mean? And it's one of fucking many kind of points you can attribute to Bill, where he's fucking trying his, he's fucking he's complaining and bitching about Capcom and trying to be greedy and all that shit, and they want a guaranteed revenue income for offering this fucking content to people at a fucking extra fucking price. And it should be available already. And all shit. It's bizarre to me that Phil cannot understand his own hypocrisy. It really is bizarre to me. People are saying, is that not against terms of servers? I don't actually know. As you guys know, you might remember, I looked into doing memberships on this channel, and I, in the end, decided against it because I don't think I could actually offer any worthwhile incentive to provide a membership. I mean, I do bingo every day, and essentially, and that's about it, and I make videos in my spare time occasionally for DSP stuff. Aside from that, I don't think I could offer any incentive to do memberships. I don't do memberships because I just feel like I would just be taking money off people for doing nothing extra. I know some detractors do memberships, but they actually put in the effort. They actually create content, extra things. They put the time into earning those memberships. I don't think I could earn a membership, so I don't do it. That's just my take on that. But obviously, if you can offer something incentive, then naturally go for it. Phil doesn't. Phil clearly does not have a fucking perk. No incentive. Obviously, you can become a standard member, of course. Yeah, crown next to your fucking name and that shit. You get access to exclusive emotes. Phil should just leave it at the $3.99 level. It's incredibly offers ultra supporter and there's no actual fucking, advantage to it. I wonder if someone in his chat might bring it. I'd love it if someone in his chat actually fucking pointed at the hypocrisy of that. You have no choice but to admit to them, aye, well that's because I want more money from you guys. I cannot offer any extra perks or ultra supporter because, I'm so fucking busy now, channel. Because me, I just want more money. Just stop questioning things and give me more money.
Is because of suckers who, during the Street Fighter V era, kept spending money on an inferior game. They enabled Capcom to now say, hey, we got a new game, immediately hit them with the season pass. Why? Why is this acceptable? No, here's what it should be. The game comes out and for a whole fucking year, there's nothing. All they do is they focus on making the game run better online, they tweak it to be more competitive, that's it. Any updates are free for a year. Then after a fucking year, that was season 1. Alright? The next year, if you want to release an update, that's season 2, and then you charge for it, that's different. At least people got a year out of the game before they had to start dipping more money into it. But the fact that at launch, they've already planned to sell a season 1 to pass DLC that's more expensive means you fucking caused it. Man, it really pisses me off how dumb and ignorant people were during the Street Fighter V era. I'm sorry. They enabled Capcom to be lazy. They enabled Capcom to make free money for little to minimum effort. Half those characters that were DLC characters in Street Fighter V were jokes, and people paid for them because they're fucking stupid. So this sucks, because now it seems like we're all I like Street Fighter 6 so far. I can't wait to play the beta next weekend. Do I want to have to feel pressured to buy the deluxe edition so I get the season pass? No. What if I play Street Fighter 6 for a month or two and I don't like it? After that, I don't want to play it again. Well, if I bought the season pass, I'm boned. I already spent the money, right? What if I like the game, but I don't want to spend any additional money on it? Too bad. You'll always lose to DLC characters because you'll never be able to play as them and know what they can do. So you're forcing me to spend more, That's not right. And it shouldn't be a practice, and I completely disagree with it. All right? So I'm making it known now. I don't like it, and I'm going to be critical of it the entire time I play Street Fighter.
Please, somebody in his fucking chat bring up the hypocrisy of him charging more to an ultra supporter when there's no benefit to it. Now more than ever, that fucking point is pertinent as ever. He hates the fucking practice. He's against that fucking practice. He fucking benefits from that fucking practice in his own goddamn fucking YouTube channel. If, why in the hell do you offer super supporter and ultra supporter if there's no actual added benefits to that fucking shit? That is just a massive hypocrisy. It's massive hypocrisy, especially when he's saying this.
I completely disagree with it. All right? So I'm making it known now. I don't like it, and I'm going to be critical of it the entire time I play Street Fighter 6 that this is what they're doing. Okay? You can disagree with me. That's okay. I know many of my viewers actually played Street Fighter 5 and bought every fucking DLC character, which just blows my mind. Like, that's out of control how you just keep supporting this company that didn't support you. They didn't. They were completely stupid during the Street Fighter 5 era, and people were just kept tossing money at them. I don't understand the fanboy mentality. Nintendo makes mistake after mistake, keeps throwing money at them. If Capcom fucks up Street Fighter 5, keep throwing money at them. That's not going to make them do better. That's going to let them know that you're a sucker, and they're going to keep leading you along the sucker path because they know they can keep getting your money. And here they are already doing it.
But they keep getting your money as well, you dumb bastard. You're going to fucking play the goddamn thing. You're going to fucking promote the goddamn thing. You're fucking telling other people to fucking stop making it, stop doing the shit, but you're doing it yourself. You're promoting them. You're fucking encouraging it, almost.
But anyway, Street Fighter 6 supposedly June 2nd, 2023. Now that's the PSN listing. That doesn't mean that's going to hold. It could just be an initial listing. All right, we don't know. That could be considered the first date of second half 2023. We don't know. But it's a good chance that it might be real, I would say. Seriously. So I guess we're going to find out. If anything, I would think if they were going to make a major announcement of when the Street Fighter 6 game is going to come out, it'll be tonight at the Game Awards. I think we'll get a big announcement tonight at the Game Awards of the actual date of when we can expect it. I'll be honest, if it comes out in June, I do feel that's a little later than I thought it would come out. I thought for sure it would be coming out February, March. I don't know what they're going to be doing in another 6 months. Like, what if the beta is already running so well and the game looks good and the gameplay mechanics are pretty solid? I mean, yeah, they could use some tweaking. The game looks really good. So what are they?
So, the big difference between Phil charging $25 to name a Pokemon and him charging like fucking $17 or to become an ultra supporter for no added benefits, the difference between Phil doing that and Capcom doing what they did with Street Fighter 5 and what they seem to be planning to do with Street Fighter 6 is that Phil thinks he deserves the extra money. He thinks he does. He thinks he has earned that extra money, and that's why he has those options for people to give him extra money. In Phil's mind, in Phil's eyes, Capcom royally screwed up Street Fighter 5 so fucking much, and yet they still charged people money for it. If the game was fucking good, Phil would not have been as well, I'm not saying good. For Phil, in Phil's eyes, if Phil had enjoyed the game, he would not have complained as much. Guaranteed. He's not necessarily hating the practice, he more hates the fact that companies, in his eyes anyway, got lazy and still made bank because people supported it. I mean, it's not a bad point Phil's making. It's a very pertinent fucking point. How many fucking people, for example, hate fucking, EA with fucking FIFA, and not just FIFA, but Madden as well, not shit. The amount of fucking money people blow in these packs, these fucking Ultimate Team packs. It's crazy. It's just fucking abnormal amount of fucking money. That's another fucking good point, Chris. Thanks. He's not even buying the games half the time. It's his fucking audience that are buying the games. It's not Phil's money here that's being spent in these fucking games. The audience are generally the ones that are buying the game for Phil in this regard.
They're going to be doing for the next 6 months, right? I don't know. So it's kind of disappointing. I think people are going to be upset they have to wait another 6 months to play this thing, just being honest. But I guess we'll see. Let's see tonight what happens, all right? All right, guys, that's gaming news. Let's do some shout-outs. Our first super chat of the day is from Rotom Electric, who says, DSP, thank you very much. All right, guys, that's gaming news. Let's do some shout-outs. Our first super chat of the day is from Rotom Electric.
I just realised I was fucking muted when I was trying to explain that shit. God damn it. I have slowed down to 1.25 speed because he reads shout-outs extraordinarily fast. I am sorry for that. At least it was a very brief fucking mute and not a longer one like usual. But there you go. He's doing shout-outs, so I had to slow things down briefly, but we're still going quite fast. Faster than normal speed anyway.
All right, guys, that's gaming news. Let's do some shout-outs. Our first super chat of the day is from Rotom Electric, who says, DSP, thank you very much, sir. You are welcome, Rotom. I have no idea what you're thanking me for, but you indeed are welcome, okay? Thank you, Rotom Electric, for the super chat. And then I received a $2 tip from an anonymous person. They didn't give me a name. This is the top surprise games rumored to be revealed are Death Stranding 2. That wouldn't be a surprise. Burnout Remake. Why would that be a surprise? Metal Gear Solid Remake. Now, that wouldn't be necessarily a surprise, but I think people are just shocked because we know Kojima has nothing to do with it. Because Kojima doesn't work for Konami anymore. And what I'm curious to see is who's going to support it. Because as
whoa. I mean, if Konami still have Konami, whatever, if they still have all the fucking information for the game to make it anyway, Kojima wouldn't fucking have to have much of a... It's a remake of a Kojima game. But all the fucking, the source material shit is still retained by Konami, yeah? They still have all the relevant information at their disposal to remake the game. They've obviously they fucking maybe look at the engine, or maybe fucking tweak the graphics or tweak how it handles or shit. But in terms of the information the game has, it's still their intellectual property. Yeah, they still own the fucking game, and they have all that shit. Even though Kojima had a big fucking say in the game, when he walked away from Konami, or I think he walked away, wasn't it that? Yeah, he walked. I'm pretty sure he walked rather than was put. Well, he may have been pushed a wee bit, but I think officially Kojima walked away from Konami. But yeah, he didn't get to fucking take Metal Gear with him. He is known for Metal Gear primarily, of course. But it is their fucking game at the end of the day. It's Konami's game, not Kojima's game. So yeah, that remake. If they have all the information at disposal, they have all the audio files still, for example, the dialogue, and they can just work on trying to remaster that graphically, perhaps. You know, maybe the voice actors might even be up for, redubbing some of the lines, or whatever, because who knows? Who fucking knows? So yeah, at the end of the fucking day, it's not a Kojima game; it's a Konami game, Phil. So yeah.
Kojima doesn't work for Konami anymore, and what I'm curious to see is who's going to support it, because as we know, Metal Gear fans are hardcore Kojima fans, right? Hideo Kojima, he's like their big idol in gaming, and fairly makes sense. He's a great game developer. He makes unique games. I'm not going to shit on him. I think that a lot of his games are outstanding, and I've grown to respect this guy a lot more over the years. And to me, it's like, who's going to be buying this collection? Maybe people who've never played Metal Gear Solid before and want to experience it in a modern climate without buying a bunch of outdated versions from previous consoles. But Kojima gets nothing out of it. So, some people might be like critical of buying it, or even critical of people who do buy it, saying you're basically kind of screwing over Kojima if you buy the remakes, right? Crash Bandicoot multiplayer party game? I guess that would be kind of cool. Because everything else has already been announced. We'll see. I guess we're going to see tonight. For me, I don't get overhyped for the Game Awards, But we'll see. Thank you for the first tip of the day. $2. All right, guys. That's all I've got. So, if you have something you'd like to ask me, please tag me in the stream chat. We'll do a little bit of Q&A. Remember, my goal is to end the podcast by 12:30 p.m. every day, take a little bit of a break, and then I'll get started with gameplay by 12:45 p.m., just so you know that's what I'm aiming for here. Lies vs. Souls, if you take Freya back to Kratos' house, you trigger an epic God of War minigame like the classics, you're a liar. There's no sex in God of War at all. They've taken it completely out. It is not in there anymore. You are full of shit. But thank you, Lies vs. Souls, for the super chat regardless, but I know you're full of crap. So there you go. Has it snowed yet? Has it snowed here? Yes. Last week we got snow. Geez, let's think about this. We got snow the Monday after Black Friday, and then the next day, and then like 3 days in a row we got snow. And then we got more snow just the other night. So we had like 4 days of snow, although it never really accumulated more than an inch, so it wasn't a big deal. What is the secret drink for the marathon? Says Galactic Reptile. He has a gun to my head to ask me. I'm not telling you. It's a secret. Let me put it this way. I really think people are going to love it. I think people are going to have a great time on Christmas laughing. It's going to be good, but I'm not going to reveal it till Christmas. Yes, I am a fan of Frosted Flakes. Is Callisto worth it? If you are a fan of old school survival horror where it's actually quite challenging and you like the tenseness of having limited inventory, not knowing where to go, and knowing which way is the right way, being overwhelmed by enemies, you're going to love it. If you're looking for a modern survival horror game, that's not what the game really feels like. It feels like modern graphics, but kind of more challenging, older gameplay mechanics. I think that's what a lot of people have issue with. Haven't thought about the gym membership at all recently, no. Yes, we got stuff for the White Russian people, person. I'll be having a White Russian during the Christmas marathon. Big Papa Phil says, I'm happy to return to Friday Night Fights. I didn't say I am. I said it's what if tomorrow, depending on what happens to Callisto Protocol. I want to ask, would you consider starting up the 30th collection again alongside the Capcom Fighting Collection? I miss seeing you play Third Strike and Hyper Fighting. Here's the thing. We dropped that collection because no one was playing it anymore. Don't you remember? Like, when I dropped it, there was almost no one playing it. It was to the point where I couldn't even get matches. It was the same shit every week. It was terrible. Just on nostalgia's sake, would I consider re-downloading the games and tossing them in every once in a while? Maybe. But I'm not going to consistently try to play that game. We know we're not going to get anything out of it, Jade, awesome. He says, during my day off, you watched God of War 2018, my old playthrough. Sounds good. I hope you enjoyed it. Dacky, I hear he says, I'm rooting for you to eventually get 2 days off a week. Maybe you can achieve it sometime next year. I guess we'll see. Where did Fool All My Enemies come from? That Fool All My Enemy, Fool All My Enemy, Fool All My Enemy is from Watch Dogs Legion. It was an official licensed song that they put into the game. For them to understand, there is a British rapper, And that's one of his songs. They licensed it and it was in the game. And I heard it. I was like, what the fuck is that? And everyone's telling me, oh, over here in Great Britain, that plays all the time. We know all about that guy. And I was like, here in America, I never heard of this fucking guy. I never heard this song at all. It sounds like shit. So now whenever we joke about it every once in a while, we bring it back up. So, yes, I heard there's a PvP DLC coming up for Elden Ring. I don't care. I don't do PvP. What is my favorite cheat meal? I don't necessarily have cheat meals. For me, cheat meals are different. Like, for most people, cheat meal means you're on a diet, and you're going to break your diet to have something that, like, is a splurge, right? For me, I don't even eat dessert or anything like that at all. So if I ever have a piece of candy or I eat a dessert item, that's a cheat for me. Like, that's a splurge. I cannot eat a lot or much of red meat or shellfish because I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So a cheat meal for me would be like if I'm eating red meat or if I'm eating shellfish or I'm eating something like that. Okay? Yeah. But for the most part, I don't really have cheat meals because I'm not really on like a set diet or anything like that. Am I a fan of John Wick? The first movie I saw and I liked. I think I saw the second one, thought it was okay, and I don't think I ever saw the third one. So I'm not a big fan or anything. Rotom Electric says, are you going to main fighting games, put some new game here and there? What is the plan? Now, I don't know what you mean by that. All right? Well, with Street Fighter 6, I already told you, I played the first wave beta. I liked it. I was just getting the hang of it when the time ran out to play it, okay? With this second wave beta coming up next weekend, I'm purposely going to watch some of my videos from the end of the first beta run to try to get in line and remember how to play it again. And then I'm going to jump in and see how I do. If I like the game when the game comes out, I will put a lot of effort into it. I'm not committing to it being my main game and that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to become a Phil, the Street Fighter 6 player. But I would like it to certainly be something in my rotation, maybe something that I actively play a few times a week as night streams so that I'm staying in line with competitive play. I'm learning new characters and strategies, you know. I used to do that back in the day. It's been a long time, really. It's been a long time since I've done anything like that. Thoughts on Chun-Li? She's a good fighter. Have I ever watched Turkey Tom? The name rings a bell. I believe he's one of the people who does like documentary style videos on YouTube. I may have watched one of his videos casually, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. On other YouTube channels, there's a Q&A feature. I've seen it, but I have no idea what it is. Here, say something. How does Q&A work? Here we go. Start Q&A. Questions list. How does Q&A work? So I can no longer see the stream chat. All I see is a little window that says, how does Q&A work? And that's all it fucking says. Test. How is Jasper? Will you play Minecraft this Christmas? Have you smiled today? Would you eat a steak well done? The hell. Thoughts on Dave Baxter? Which bear is best? Say something, I'm giving up on you. Derp test? I don't know how this works. So are you guys typing somewhere special to submit a question right now? Is that what this is? Because I can't see the regular running chat, but now it's appearing, and I don't know if it's something new. I don't know how this works at all. I'm seeing what you guys are typing, but I don't know if you're typing it somewhere special or if it's something different. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works either. What are your thoughts on Bloodborne? I'm seeing all these statements, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do to them. Answer them? I can't even type. There's nowhere for me to type anymore. Season's greetings, my ruin. Are my ancestors British? I think some of them were. No, Papa John's is not the best pizza ever. How dare you even say that? Femboys are the best boys. Wants to know if someone can quote their name now without getting kicked by Nightbot. Can someone check? Excuse me.
Hold on, he actually changed his name because Phil bitched and whined about it. What an absolute fucking cuck.
What is my favorite gaming memory? Does it tell me who the questions are from? Yes, I see your name and a question next to it, but that's all I see. It's like a running dialogue of questions coming through. That's it. Like I can't type or anything. It's very similar to the regular chat. I don't really see the difference. I will answer this. What's one of my favorite like warm and fuzzy gaming memories? And I'll end the Q&A because this doesn't seem to have any purpose, by the way. Confirm. There we go. I ended the Q&A. That was really weird. I couldn't see anyone in regular chat. No, I could only see people who were typing the Q&A questions during that time frame. That was it. All you guys were tagging me, I couldn't see. I could only see if you, I guess there was a special Q&A area. That was the only thing I could see. So that's the difference. If it phases out regular comments and only people posting questions can I see them. But anyway, one of my favorite memories of gaming, I remember Christmas morning unboxing my Super Nintendo. I even remember the smell. You know, that new plastic smell from back then. I remember unboxing it, hooking it up to my TV and playing Super Mario World all day while my mom, you know, we had breakfast and my mom was making Christmas food during the day. I remember playing Super Mario World in a house. It smelled great. You know, the smells of Christmas that you get during Christmas Day when there's food being cooked and everything. And Christmas music was playing in the house. I remember just playing through it. I didn't beat it that day, but I got, you know, pretty decently far in it. Finding secret paths. Remember, that game was chock full of secrets and paths and things. I was loving it. I think by dinner, I was lost in the woods. You know how you get to World 5, the woods, and you keep going in circles? I think my mom called me down to eat dinner, and I was stuck in the woods. I was pissed. I was like, I can't figure this out. Something like that. But I'll always remember that. That was definitely one of my favorite Christmas memories, getting my Super Nintendo. People versus Game Boy. Pokemon on Game Boy was one of his best gaming memories. Life was simple back then. Jay says, how was Jasper on his day off? Oh, he was good. Jasper's silly. Gets all excited. When we're going in and out of the house, remember, we went out, we got groceries, we came back. Oh, he's excited. He has to inspect. Whenever we come back with groceries, we put them on top of our counter, and then we go get more groceries, we put them on top of the counter, and when we're doing that, he has to inspect all the groceries. So as we're taking them out of the bags, he's sniffing, he's looking everywhere. And you know what's funny about that? You may think, oh, what a nuisance. Actually, it's useful. You want to know why? There's been some times when we bought products that were supposed to be, you know, fresh sealed products, and he would find that there was a hole in it and it was spoiled. Like this one time I had bought pre-cooked bacon because we were putting it on a pizza or something, and it had a hole in the bag, and I didn't know, and he sniffed it. And because of that, I was like, what? And I looked, it was bad, and I would have had that, and I would have probably not noticed. And I probably would have ate and got sick. And he caught that. It's good to have a cat that's inquisitive like that. Catch stuff like that. He also likes to lick vegetables. Don't ask me why. I've never known a cat that likes to eat. He doesn't eat the vegetable, he licks them. I don't know why. Anyway.
Probably a texture thing. Maybe it feels good when he's, you know, on the tongue. I don't fucking... Jesus fucking Christ, it's a fucking cat. It's not a fucking brain of Britain here or anything, Jesus Christ. It's just a fucking animal. Instinctively, it does things that it fucking finds interesting. Oh, it might smell something. I'm going to check this out. Oh, this thing looks like it's going to be a weird thing, a weird, you know, texture for me I might enjoy. Let me check that out. They're not fucking trying to break it down like you would fucking do it, Phil.
What do we get Jasper for Christmas? Nothing particular yet. We are going to get him something. Like I said, we usually get him some treats and some toys. We haven't gotten him anything special yet, but we will. You know, I go to the pet store at least every other week usually for something, so we'll get him something for Christmas. Are N64 games on the Switch eligible for the Christmas Marathon? I would say you can nominate, but don't expect a lot of people to nominate them, especially because I don't have the premium Switch membership. That would be like a big investment. Like, why am I going to spend another $10, $15 just to play the game for an hour, right? It's kind of silly, but I wouldn't say don't rule it out, especially because a lot of those games may have some nice nostalgia attached to them if you wanted to give it a chance. If enough people nominated it, I would probably drop the money, okay? It's Christmas. It comes once a year. Come on. No, I never played Hot Wheels on a PC. Can we add a Jasper segment to the podcast? Well, what would the Jasper segment be exactly? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Any other questions, guys, before we wrap up? You know, we're heading to the end of the time we would end the podcast anyway, so any last minute stuff, any concerns or requests or... The nominations must be in by this weekend, as I stated, either Sunday night or Monday night when I'm doing those private patron react videos. I'm also going to be tallying up the nominations for the Christmas event and creating the poll by which you're now going to vote for the next week or so. So we need to get those nominations in right away. Type !Christmas into the chat of a live stream, or you could just head right to the main channel page of DSP Gaming on the community tab. If you scroll down there, all right, you'll find it there, okay? I didn't know there's DC news today. What DC news is there today? I didn't hear any of it. I don't really have a favorite color, but I lean towards like red or blue or black or colors like that. I have seen The Big Lebowski. Yes. Has anyone tested trying to quote or mention femboys are the best boys to see if they get kicked by Nightbot? Because if they do, they have to change their name to regular letters. I think it's all symbols, and that's why Nightbot's kicking you if you mention them. Don't worry, it'll be like a 5-second timeout if you do it. Do we have outdoor Christmas lights? When I was a kid, sometimes we did, but my dad hated putting them up. They were too much of a chore back then. They didn't have the modern ways to do it. Personally, no, I do not put out outdoor Christmas lights. Okay, it works now? Nope. Daddy got timed out. Femboys are the best boys. Dude, change your name to fucking regular letters. Just stop with the bullshit. You know? It's stupid. No one can literally even quote you now because now they get kicked by the bot. Just change it to normal fucking letters, man. Just cut it out. It's being stupid. Did I like Empire Arcadia? No, no one did. Literally no one did except the people in it. Everyone outside of Empire Arcadia knew it was a scam by which the people running it were just collecting money for literally doing next to nothing. It got more and more prominent during those fighting game days when everyone from New York City started joining and having money siphoned out of them. Eventually, guys like Justin Wong and others realized it was a scam and quit. But at the time, I was so vocally adamant that people should not do this and that you're getting suckered, and no one listened to me. Everyone just went, oh, you're jealous or something. I was like, I don't want to fucking be in Empire Arcadia, you idiots. No, I know that they're a sucker group. This guy is scamming you. You know what's funny? I looked it up earlier this year. Empire Arcadia still exists in, like, Africa or something crazy like that. Like, they don't exist here in the United States anymore. They moved. They had to leave. And they do have a gamer group, but they're, like, in another country now. I don't know if he moved or whatever, Triforce, but they're, like, not even here. They just, they had to get the fuck out of Dodge, apparently, when it was finally revealed what the shit they were doing. So. You go to a Christmas tree for $100 or $35. We could get a small one. They do have small Christmas trees that are cheap, but we already have all our nice Christmas decorations out. I don't think we have a need for a Christmas tree. We had a little one for 2 years. It was nice, but then it broke so easy. Those little Christmas trees are crappy. You know, we didn't even do nothing to it, and the fucking thing broke. Like, why did it break? We didn't do anything. We dropped it or did nothing. It just breaks after 2 years. Stupid. Daki, can we not get too intrusive with questions? Seriously. He's asking, are your parents going to get you something for Christmas? Or you get them something for Christmas? How about mind your own business? Like, what does it even have to do with anything? Right? That's very intrusive.
Nothing fucking wrong with asking if you're going to get your fucking mother and father a Christmas present before apparently the health is poor. Why is it fucking... Jesus fucking Christ, what a bitter little bastard. What a bitter fucking old man Phil's become.
Questions. One thing you're gonna ask, you know, maybe Kat and I are gonna get something, and we'll talk about that around Christmas time. Can we stop with my relatives and shit? Can we cut that out? Like, just stop. Especially when you guys know the deal. You know about the nonsense on the internet and these idiots trying to cause problems for everyone. The last thing we need is more problems. So just stop that. Did I ever watch Mickey Mouse Christmas movies? When I was younger, I did. I saw the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol. I saw that when I was younger. I haven't seen it in a million years, though. No love for Hanukkah? Well, as I said, I say happy holidays. It is what it is. You know, I don't celebrate Hanukkah. I actually don't even know when it begins. Same thing with all these holidays. You got your Kwanzaa, you got your other ones that go on around this time of year. There's even Festivus, right? I just don't know enough about them. But I'm happy to just say happy holidays. I hope everyone has a good holiday season, no matter what it is that you celebrate, you know? Me too, Jade. I'm ready for some God of War. Wow, it's disgusting. I'm very sorry. The Muppet Christmas Carol is my current favorite Christmas Carol. It really is. And I've seen a lot of them over the years. The Patrick Stewart one's really good too. But the Muppet Christmas Carol is great. What's funny about it is it's the Muppets, but Michael Caine puts in a superb performance as Scrooge. He just does. He nails it.
I mean, that was a criteria though. Like Michael Caine demanded that. Like, he was adamant that he wasn't going to fucking perform that role and pretend that the Muppets were Muppets. He was like genuinely, he made that a stipulation for him being Scrooge in this fucking Muppets Christmas Carol movie. He was going to treat every character like they were that fucking character. So, and by the way, I fucking love Muppets Christmas Carol as well. And yeah, it's one of those things. It's something that it's so weird. Like, a lot of people think it's just a fucking silly Christmas thing. It's as silly as Muppets or whatever. But Michael Caine just makes that fucking movie brilliant. There's just no two ways about it.
Well, I watched Die Hard this month. I don't know. Maybe. Are they making an Uncharted reboot? I don't know. Maybe. The Godfather is technically a Christmas movie because Kay and Michael buy Christmas gifts in one scene. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. When am I going to play Fortnite? I don't know. Never. No desire to play that shit. All right, guys. Are we good? Have we covered our bases here? Have we answered have we satiated your holiday inquisitions? I hope so. I hope you guys are ready. Uncharted 5 will be announced tonight. I see. Do I think 7.1 so round is worth it over 5.1? No, I prefer 7.1 nice and square. The square corners is better. All right, guys, thank you for a great return Level 1 podcast episode. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I thank you very much for chilling with me. But now it is time to move on. We do have gameplay that we need to do today. We have to do the mines in God of War Ragnarok, and then we have to move on to see what the next story elements bring us, okay? So thank you very much, and, you know, I leave you with something very important. Now, I don't have to go to use the restroom or anything today, guys. We're going to jump right into God of War. I actually don't have to use it at all. So we're going to get ready right now. We're going to jump in. So here we go. We got that. The camera's in the right spot. I just got to center that. I got to grab my controller. What we'll probably do is we'll play for an hour, then we'll take the break, and then we'll do 2 hours. All right? Let me grab the controller here. Now, since we're about to begin with the meat of our stream, a few things I would like to remind you. Reminder number 1. If you happen to tip me $8 or more, and it's exactly $8, we'll do an animation. If not, you know, whatever the appropriate animation is, but you can ask the Magic 8 Ball a question. So, Magic 8 Ball today, where we finish the mines and actually get through an entire major story segment. It is decidedly so. Awesome. You can ask the 8 Ball a question as well for $8, okay? Also remember, during these holiday streams, if we hit the tips goal of $100, you guys can vote to see one of the festive holiday hats, either the Let's Get Lit hat or the Santa hat, live on stream. You know, we have the other hats in the rotation as well. You know, the cowboy, the beret, the bender hat, all those. But it's nice to see the festive holiday hats in the rotation as well, no? So just so you know, if we haven't hit that, I'll be honest, we have not hit the hat goal for God of War in like weeks, so I'm not expecting we're going to do that today. I'm just saying it's a possibility, okay? Fair enough. Without further ado, let's jump into God of War, right where we left off, right in the mines. Cool. So for those who are going to stick around, thank you. Thanks for sticking around and chill with me. As you know, I know this game playthrough has been going on for a month. I told you guys it would be going on for a long time, considering the length of the game and the other amount of games that I've been juggling. I know most people have already finished the game, but it's all good. I'm going to continue to enjoy it at my own pace, and I'm very appreciative of those of you who still come by and chill with me when I play God of War, so thanks for that. George Costanza, you were super late. I'm not watching the Game Awards. It's when I would normally take my break, but we're going to talk about them likely during the Warzone stream tonight and during the podcast tomorrow. There you go. But no live react or anything. That's my break time. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Everyone, welcome back.
Son of a bitch. Phil's Ryan recording for YouTube, and that is the end of Bingo. We're technically we're 2 away. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing.
It's your
Live DSP currently has $2. Fucking wow. Okay. Sadly, we didn't get a full house. We only got a 23 out of 25. Well, yeah, we got 23 out of 25. It says 22 there. It looks like 22. But we have a free space. Where do we want to use a free space, guys? It doesn't really matter where, essentially, because it's only 1 extra bingo. So I'll let you guys. It doesn't even, well, because it doesn't even fucking matter. I guess I'll just put it. I'll pick off. I'll just pick off siege mode, I guess. Yeah, I'll pick off siege mode, and that'll be the end of bingo because that was a free space there. Fuck it. So, there you go. Guys, sadly that is the end of DSP Bingo. I didn't get a full house. We're close. Phil did not say what you're talking about or what the fuck you're talking about. And he didn't talk about On Demand either. I really thought I might have mentioned On Demand because, you know, God of War is a, you know, playthrough he's doing, which is not getting great support whatsoever. I'm surprised that Phil never really mentioned the Members Go either, which is bizarre as well. I mean, it kind of did, but it didn't really. It's a strange one. But yeah, that is going to be the bingo, guys. I'm not going to drag out too long. Guys, remember, that being said, our live in about 30 minutes, 40 minutes from now with our own show. So make sure you check them out later on if you can. I'll be back for some more DSP Bingo tomorrow. I do appreciate everyone coming along, and, you know, thank you very much for keeping me right in the card. Thank you as well for, you know, subscriptions, you know, people subscribing, people super chatting. Everything else, guys, you guys are really supportive. I really do hope soon, before Christmas anyway, we get another full house bingo. That'll be fantastic stuff to do. But yeah, I've got a new notification on my Twitter. Let's see. What the fuck is this all about? Oh yeah, I made a wee video. If people are not aware, I made a new Phil video. So I've recently been having some fun. Shut up me, that's fucking me. I made a new fucking film video. I made DSP Gaming say whatever I wanted you can to, and just basically described the process for, you know, what I did with Descript, that wee tool called Descript. And yeah, it's just one of those things. If you've not seen that video yet, you guys can check it out if you want. It's a wee brief, like it's not even 3 minutes long, a fucking video. It's another fucking, just a wee video just to explain the process of what I did and the limitations as well of it, the pros and cons essentially. Yeah, it's a fun wee tool. You can have fun making Phil say whatever you want. It's also kind of obvious, so it's not actually really Phil doing it, because it's just the kind of way the thing is read out and the speed of it all. And it's you know, so yeah, it's just something to have fun with. And of course, it's not something people shouldn't really try and fucking pretend for real that they can fucking, you know, this is actually Phil. Okay, no, let's not try and bullshit this. It's fun to make Phil say whatever you want, and it's also obvious as well. It's a fucking bot. But yeah, you guys can enjoy that if you so wish. But yeah. And I'm going to end things there. I'm going to end things how I usually end things, with Pixar Animation's most amazing little video, Notorious PIG contributions. And yeah, guys, I'll be back for some more DSP Bingo tomorrow, as I said. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, however I should spend it. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more DSP Bingo if you want to join me. So enjoy that being said later on tonight. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. So until then, peace out. Oh, it's not playing the audio. Why not? You should be playing audio. Also, make sure the fucking thing is normal speed. Okay, go, okay. Oh, we'll start there. Chris Tank says, I had a thought. He could do a voice Phil reading a changed Christmas poem, perhaps. I can't do it anymore. My free trial expired. It's now, anytime I try and make Phil say anything, it actually throws in gibberish, like literal gibberish. As like in here and there. So yeah. But guys, there's nothing stopping anyone else from having fun with the program as well and exploring what things you could do with it and the possibilities as well. Because for all I know, I might just scratch the surface. There could be a lot more to it than I didn't really discover. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end things there, guys. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo if you want to join me. But until then, thanks again and peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money, when you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.